everybody. Hello. Welcome to YouGarden TV. Adam and I are back together. We're very happy about that. Yeah, I'm back. That's it. I'm rested. I've got a little tan.
You look rested as well.
I feel good.
You do. Yeah, you look good.
I feel really good.
You look chilled.
It's nice to be back with you in the potting shed, though, as always. So thank you very much for joining. Who's in? There's no one in the chat yet. Come on, YouTubers. Let's join in. Let's say good morning. Let's say hello. Ali G, I've seen your email. Thank you so much for sending some pictures to us. We will be showing those in a little while. Julia, good morning to you. Thank you for commenting. If you want to join the chat at all, you can on Facebook and on YouTube. Please come in, say hello. We're a lovely bunch here, and everybody will welcome you. If you're brand new to us, definitely jump in the chat and say hello. A few things that Adam and I need to tell you about before we get started and talking about some fantastic plants for you. Some amazing plants for you that we've got to talk about today, and a real good range, isn't there?
Yeah,
something
huge.
For everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we've got things you can eat. We've got perennials. We've got evergreens. We've got plants for the winter time. Yeah, we've got loads of stuff going on, Bex, all the way round.
Actually, something that we were talking about yesterday in something we were doing yesterday, Adam. Planting at this time of year, because we've been getting quite a few questions, haven't we? Like, can I plant this now? Isn't this a bad time to plant now? And actually, it's the best time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one of those weird things, Bex, because a lot of people think this is completely the wrong time of year to plant.
But it's not.
It is the best time. Traditionally, this would have been the start of the gardening year. If you'd have been an Edwardian or Victorian gardener, and the reason this time of year is the best is because the soil is really, really warm. It's as warm as it can be before it cools down again for winter. We're getting rain as well now, so we're getting moisture. The days are getting shorter. The sun isn't so intense. So when you plant those plants, they're going to root in really, really quickly.
Yeah.
They're going to get established long before winter sets in, which means next spring they're ready to go. They're not going to be stressed out.
Absolutely. So a lot of people think that spring is the time to do it all. And it's a good time.
It is for some things. Your bedding plants, for example, and sort of perennials and stuff you can, but certainly things like fruit, shrubs, the larger plants, all those kind of things, autumn is just...
Now.
It's great, yeah. Because if you imagine, if you're a plant and you're quite a large shrub and somebody plants you in mid-June and it's hitting 35 degrees centigrade and it's light from 4 in the morning till 10 at night and you're sitting there under that sweltering sun, you've got no roots in the ground around you.
It's quite stressful.
It's going to be really stressful. Get to this time of year, it's not getting light till 6, it's starting to get dark at 8, there's moisture in the soil, it's warm, the sun is coming in sideways, not straight on top of you, so you can get established.
And isn't it right that because plants are, I mean, they're not going dormant yet, but obviously we're getting close to the dormant season. Isn't it right that you put it in the ground and actually it can focus more on getting its roots sorted?
Precisely.
Rather than having to do roots and shoots at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
So then come springtime next year, they've already got their roots established and then they can concentrate on just doing, all the growing for you.
And that's why it's a brilliant time. And we'll even be telling that message in a few weeks' time when the bare roots start to kick in. It will be the same story because the ground temperature will stay warm probably to the end of October, end of September, even to October. So, it is an optimum time of year to plant, not a bad time of year.
So, we're checking in the chat right now. You're all starting to join in. Thank you very much. I believe a lot of you are starting to celebrate the rain. Yay! I mean, look, it's been lovely and I'm enjoying the summer and we've still got a little bit left of the summer, haven't we? We're still enjoying it, but it's nice to have some rain on the ground. Let us know where you are, please, and what kind of rain you're getting, have had or are getting in the next few days, because it's all happening at the moment, isn't it? So join us on Facebook, join us on YouTube. Also, you can email us, ygtv@yougarden.com. If you want to send any pictures or any comments or chat there, you're most welcome. We had a right downpour yesterday as I was leaving the nursery. It was one of those, the heavens opened, there was water, it was beautiful, and the smell that it created was amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us know where you are, what rain you're having. So we've done the chat, we've done the email address. I want to tell you about the code that you can see on screen right now. YGTV 3525 is the code. That is the magic key code, and it's going to do so many different things for you. It's going to unlock all of the savings, all of the deals, and the free postage. So, for example, on these items, you can see, look, New Dawn, saving £13. That code takes £13 off the price. Woohoo! It also takes £6.99 off because the postage cost is removed from there as well. If we have a double up deal, a buy one, get one free, those sorts of things, it will activate those as well. You can save so much money simply by entering a code when you place your order. You go to yougarden.com, by the way, to place your order, or you can use the phone line as well. Now, to save more money, Yeah, you can. You need to join the club, okay? So you can see two prices here. There's a higher price here and there's a lower price here. We want to pay that lower price. You need to join our discount club to do that. It's going to cost you £10 per year, just £10. That's it, and that's your annual cost. And it's going to save you it's going to save you 15% off of everything that you buy from us within the potting shed. That's the plants, the pots, the compost. You'll also get 7.5% off any of our outdoor living and machinery items on the website, furniture, that sort of thing. Plus, you're going to get some free postage vouchers worth £6.99 each. You get free postage in the potting shed, but if you shop the website, there is postage attached to those. So that's where those lovely postage vouchers are going to come in handy. We will keep reminding you throughout the show of these things. Obviously, all you regulars, I know you already know this, but we do get lots of new regulars all the time. So we will keep reminding you. Caroline apparently says still no rain in Yorkshire. I'm sure it's coming, Caroline, and you can go and do a little dance in the rain like we all do when it starts raining.
Yorkshire, I mean, some of the reservoirs they showed you on the news in Yorkshire.
Yeah, really low, aren't they?
Oh my goodness me, there's just like a little pool of water kind of left in the middle.
Yeah, we need to fill those reservoirs back up.
Big time.
All right, shall we start talking about some plants for you? I think I covered all of the, the basics and the information. Did we do it all? Good. Okay, so where are we going to start, Stu? Hanging baskets. All right, let's do it. We've got our beautiful winter hanging baskets for you, and we do have a choice available, so it just depends which one it is that you want to go for. We've got the berries and cream, which was this one here. This is my favourite. I'm going to say it. I do have a favourite, although I have had both of these ranges in the past. Now, Pansy, Cool Wave, berries and cream. A bit of a breeding breakthrough when this was first launched, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely, Bex, because lots of things to say about this. First of all, it's a trailing pansy, and it really will trail as well. 30 to 40 centimetres it can trail. Flowering period is crazy. It can flower for up to 10 months. 10 months. Which is phenomenal. I mean, these are flowering now. They're going to be flowering at Christmas. They'll be flowering on Valentine's Day. They'll be flowering at Easter. They'll probably be flowering through the May Day bank holidays.
Yeah.
They'll take a little kind of rest July, August time. And then if you just do a few little simple things after that, you can keep them flowering thereafter. And you can treat these as perennial plants. You can keep them going from year to year if you want to. Huge amount of flowers, masses and masses and masses of flowers. Fragrant as well, some of these. And also, the flowers are edible. You can eat these flowers.
You can.
If you want to.
If you want to.
Yeah.
They've got a little peppery flavour, haven't they?
Yeah, a bit like rocket.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah, so you can put those on salads. You could, some of the posh places now putting them in sandwiches and things like that, apparently. But yeah, basically, if you want huge displays for just an immense period of time, go for these.
Yeah.
And all you've got to do, just 3 things to keep them looking good. Keep them well watered, and even in the winter time, check for the watering, because if they're near the house, the eaves of the house can stop the rain getting into these.
It can.
Feed them as well. Feed them monthly during the winter months, fortnightly during the really good growing period, and deadhead them. Keep them deadheaded. Do those 3 things and you'll just keep them looking gorgeous like they are now.
They are amazing. You can see they're starting to trail already. You will get 2 of them, so we're just showing you one hung up here, but you will get 2 of them. Mine were flowering constantly. I had them in pots on the ground. They were flowering constantly right up until mid-June. A little bit later than that, they started to look a little bit slow at that point. I trimmed them right back and gave them a good feed, kept them watered, and they're starting to bloom again now. So honestly, 10 months worth of flowering you are going to get from these. They are incredible. 450156 is the item number, and it's a £10 saving. £33.98 is your delivered price as a club member if you use that code that I've told you about, YGTV 3525. That's the berries and cream, but we do have the Cool Wave available for you. I had these in a pot next to these ones. It just looks beautiful all year round. It's just a slightly different colour mix. In here, you're still getting the berries and cream, but you're also getting those bright yellow sunshine flowers.
That's actually my favourite, that one.
Is it?
Yeah, I love that riot of colour, especially during the winter time, because for me, in a British winter, so often it's grey, it's drab, it's dark, isn't it? I just can't get enough colour during the winter time. So I have a pair of these either side of my front door, hanging up in the back garden somewhere, and seeing these beautiful mix of fantastic colours, day in, day out. will be absolutely amazing. And what you see there is what you get. I mean, the one in the picture, this is what can happen. I mean, literally.
And it genuinely is as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like these will cover the rattan hanging baskets. They look great because while they're like this, you can see the rattan, but they will trail and they will absolutely cover it. You will get that ball of colour. It's amazing. The Cool Wave is 450155. You're getting a £10 saving on that one as well. £33.98 is your delivered price. Now, if you don't want the pre-planted hanging baskets, we have got another option for you. Now, these are the Pansy Cool Wave Garden Ready plug plants. You're going to get 10 plug plants. Of course, you can multi-order on those if you want to. It's £11.04 your delivered club price. So that's, what's that, £1.14 or something like that. You can make your own baskets if you've already got your own baskets, or maybe you're going to underplant around things. Like, so I had the Cool Wave around a copper shield fern, and I had the berries and cream around my Phoenix canariensis in pots outside the front of the house. You could do that with the garden ready plants. Garden ready obviously means they're ready to be planted in the garden. So it's a £2 saving on there by using that code, and also you'll get your free postage as well, YGTV 3525.
My advice would be as well for those garden readies, don't wait, get them in now. If you get them in now, while the weather's still warm, while the days are still relatively long, they're established really, really quickly. And also, as the day length shortens and as the temperatures drop, they will acclimatise as the conditions change. If you suddenly decide to make that basket in mid-November and you go to a garden centre somewhere and they've kept them in a polytunnel and they've mollycoddled them a little bit, you plant that hanging basket up, you stick it outside, the night after you get a -5, they'll just go into shock and they'll just sit there and they probably won't do almost anything, whereas these...
They won't die, but they won't...
No, they won't flourish. Whereas these, if you get them in now, they're just going to go along with whatever happens and they're going to look good all the time.
I've got a picture, actually. When we go back to those later, I've got a picture of mine with frost covering them. So just to show you their kind of hardiness, I'll grab it next time we go to that item and show you, because they truly are just incredible at coping with minus temperatures. Honestly, -20, they're going to laugh it off. They will go, ha-ha.
They lay down a bit, didn't they, first thing?
But as soon as the frost has vanished,
they lift up,
just lift straight back up again.
Straight back up again.
So they're beautiful, honestly. Right, to give you an idea of garden ready, so we're going to move on to this item in a second, but this is a garden ready item, okay? So these are the trays that they come in, and then that's the sort of size that we're talking about. Really nicely established, good root system on there. So with your Pansy Cool Waves, that's what we're talking about. That's the kind of plant that you're going to be receiving. And you'll get 10 of them, of course, but if you want to multi-order, just add more into your basket so that you can create those gorgeous displays. These, however, are the gorgeous primrose, the primrose rainbow mix that we've got for you here. And I'm a big fan of primroses. They are just bright, they're bold, they're beautiful, and they flower for quite a long time.
They do, and they're perennial as well. They'll come back year after year, and eventually you can lift them and you can separate them and you can create more plants. And these are just superb. They're grown on absolutely brilliantly. They've got that lovely root system. Look at the wonderful colour range here as well. I mean, look at that bluey purple one, the orange one. Really happy, cheerful plants. They only get to about 4 or 5 inches tall, so they're not going to bother about the wind and all those kind of wintry conditions. Again, they're very, very hardy. They're going to flower very soon. They flower sporadically throughout the winter. Springtime, they flower really, really well in the spring as well. And weirdly, I don't know why, but mine this year started flowering about 5 or 6 weeks ago as well, out the blue. You know, things have been a bit strange this year. And you can grow these in pretty much any position. In fact, they do quite well in shade.
They do really well in shady spots. Under planting, under bushes and hedges, shady spots in the garden, they're absolutely fine.
Because if you think they're related to primroses, and primroses are like a woodland kind of flower, aren't they? So, yeah, shade isn't a big issue for these.
Well, you are getting 20 of the garden ready plants here, so you'll get 2 of those trays. So they come in packs of 10 there. You're going to receive 2 of them, and they are absolutely ready to get planted in your garden. You are saving £5 on that one. £12.73 is your discount club price, and that's your delivered price, remember. Please use the code so you get your saving and you get your free postage included in there as well. 401220 is the item number.
And save those trays as well, because I find they're brilliant for starting off your sweet peas or your runner beans.
Good.
They're just the perfect size.
We've all got stacks and stacks of trays trays and things,
Don't bin them, reuse them.
Good morning to you all. Adam, it has been a while. Are you my brother in clay soil? I think it's you, isn't it? Nice to have you back with us. Thank you for joining in.
Morning, Adam.
Angela, hello to you. Artful Splodger's come to join us over here. She's one of our lovely TikTok viewers, so good morning to you. Marissa, Julia, she says rain due later. Had a lot yesterday. She's in County Durham. Caroline, still no rain here. Derbyshire, Yorkshire border. Did we say that one already? Marissa had a downpour on Wednesday. Artful Splodger's trying to be good. She's got 11 plants on the way already. How long can I last?
Whoa.
I don't know, Artful Splodger. Let's wait and see, shall we? Marissa's got a few things coming. Looking forward to that. Adam's supposedly getting to thunderstorms here in Middlesex. Bring it on. Nothing like rainwater for plants. Who else is there? Anne's in. Oh, Cheryl. Cheryl said, hey, she's come to join us. First time joining you on this channel. Cheryl, you're normally a TikToker, aren't you? So welcome into YGTV as well. Thank you. It's lovely to have you watching us on all the different channels. Artful Splodger's just been outside and moved my hanging baskets into the rain. Brilliant. Adam's just asked, actually, are these primroses scented? I can't remember if these ones are scented or not. They have a faint scent, don't they?
I mean, quite often the yellow ones are normally the most fragrant, but yeah, it's not a strong scent, but it's a gentle fragrance.
OK, so 401220 is the item number if you'd like to go for those primroses. Remember, they are perennial and they're going to flower for you for ages as well. Good morning, Amanda, Penny and David on Facebook. Don't want to forget about the Facebook. Stu is keeping an eye on Facebook chat as well. Penny's apologised for being late. We don't mind, Penny. You join us whenever you want to. You can always watch these shows back as well, by the way. They are available sort of via Facebook and YouTube and on our website. So if you ever miss a show or you do join late and you want to skip back, you absolutely can skip back and watch them. A lot of people do watch back later. I know poor Neil, bless him. Neil's not able to join us in the chat at the moment. He messaged us all the other day. Did you get a message?
Do you know what? I can't remember. To be honest.
Bless it. Neil messaged. He can't join us in the chat on a Thursday. His boss has got strict.
Oh yes, I did.
And said he's not allowed to tune in at work anymore. So he always says what he's going to do is watch back later, and he'll join us in the chat on Sundays. Hello, Neil, for when you're watching back later on.
Just note to your boss, happy workers are productive workers.
Yeah, exactly, right.
So you kind of might want to remember that.
All right, let's move on, shall we? Those are the primroses. That is our first item on the favourites table. We're moving on to our rose of the week. One of our favourites, the New Dawn rose of the week. Whenever anybody says, yeah, this picture's Michael and Lisa are just down the road in Spalding. They sent us this picture. And this was ages ago they sent us this, wasn't it? But look how beautiful it is. So, yeah, whenever anybody asks us for a climbing rose, this is the answer that we give them, because you just want to recreate that, don't you? That looks amazing. What a beautiful garden. And we have got an amazing price for you on this one. The New Dawn Climbing Rose, which is the Rose of the Week, means that we're bringing it to you at a phenomenal price. Should be $29.99, but it's $16.99 if you're not a club member. It's £14.44 if you are a club member. And, of course, everybody is going to get free shipping if they use that code as well. So I think this makes it brilliant if you're trying to get it to climb up and over something, because normally it'd be 60 quid for two. But right now, as a club member, it's 30 quid for two.
Well, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, and I'm definitely feeling good looking at that rose, because it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. You've got that kind of soft pink colour. Sometimes they almost go a bit of an apricot colour as well. And it's a really nice climbing rose, because it's not one of those climbing roses that goes berserk. You know, it's not going to send out huge, great big sort of new shoots that are all flapping about in the wind, and you've got to really struggle to tie in. This one gets to about 2.5, 3 metres, about a metre and a half wide. It's repeat flowering, so you get flowers right the way from June, some of the ones in the nursery are flowering right now. And they're going to be flowering into September. Yeah. So you've got that repeat flowering period. You have clusters of roses on the end as well. So gorgeous bunches and fragrance as well. Really, really sweet fragrance on this one.
It's a beautiful fragrance, a nice strong fragrance. If you like roses with a strong fragrance, then New Dawn is really a beautiful one. And I think just an elegant colour. I think it's quite a classy pink, isn't it? It's not childish
classic
pink. It's beautiful. A real sort of shell pink rose, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it's one of those roses as well, as the flower ages, it slightly changes colour as well. They can almost go to kind of like a whitish sort of colour eventually. But New Dawn is probably one of the classic, most loved, most grown climbers in the UK. Lovely, shiny, healthy foliage, easy to grow, very, very hardy. All you've got to do is deadhead. If you keep deadheading, it will keep reshooting, it will keep producing more flowers. And that archway picture, I mean, that says it all, really.
It's the perfect picture.
It is. And it's the perfect rose for an archway, because you could put some climbing roses in. In fact, I can think of a customer I'm going to in a few weeks' time. They put an archway like this in their garden, but the 2 climbing roses they put are so vigorous, we've got to take them out, because they grow. Yeah, they've grown to the top, and then they keep sending out these great big shoots up into the air, and they're having to hack it back all the time. And because they're hacking it back, Bex, all the time, it's not flowering very well. Whereas this will flower beautifully all the way around like that. I mean,
I think that's
look
stunning.
At that actually could be on a card, couldn't it?
Yeah,
that could
totally.
be like a birthday card or something.
I always think of that picture now. I'm sorry, I'm going to bore you again. I'm moving house. Yeah, we might actually have a date. It might be the end of September. It might be that week. Anyway.
Fingers crossed for you.
Now, in that garden, there is an archway. In that garden, I know there's a rose growing around that arch. I have no idea what variety of rose it is. Obviously, I'll check it out when I get there. But if it's not this, it will be. I will be getting rid of it, and I will be planting this one. I'm pretty sure of it. Anyway, I love it. 530185 is the item number. Hello to John and Janine on Facebook. Brand new viewers on Facebook to YGTV. We are here every week, every Thursday and every Sunday morning. It's 10 o'clock on a Thursday. It's 9:30 on a Sunday. We've got loads of amazing deals. Of course, we have our discount club here as well. We've got clearance specials, seasonal bargains, and obviously, you know, all the usual help and advice that we can possibly offer to you. And you get your free code, your code to offer you free shipping. There is no more affordable way to shop with YouGarden than watching us here on YouGarden TV and being a club member as well. Those 2 things give you the best deals.
So we forgot today.
What did we forget?
We forgot to put our free P&P thing in the middle there.
Never mind.
Can't remember everything, can we?
Never mind.
We had a huge day yesterday.
Exactly,
so,
we did. Right, we are looking at the primrose issue, by the way. I know a few of you have noticed it's showing out of stock. We have queried it. They are sorting it. So bear with us. We'll let you know when it's fixed. So that is the Rose New Dawn. That is the sort of size that you will be receiving. That is what the stock looks like. So get that planted, get it established. You may get some flowers this year, but it'll be nicely established for you for next year. And you'll have it for years as well. Roses can live decades. Brilliant. Oh, now this one. Okay, Adam spotted this, so we need to give Adam the credit for this one. It's on the nursery and it's looking amazing. I adore it so much, Adam, that I placed an order for it yesterday.
It's divine. I just literally tripped over it. I was the other week we were doing a TikTok show, and I ran out quickly to get a few more samples before we went live. And as I came back, I saw this at the end of one of our great big sand beds, and I thought, wow, they're gorgeous. I wasn't sure what it was exactly, but it's a type of pennisetum, which is a grass, an ornamental grass. Now, ordinarily, pennisetums aren't hardy, but this one, -10. It says on the label, -10 degrees this can go down to.
Yeah.
You've got this incredible foliage. Look, it's almost the foliage like on the Platts Black Formium. It's got that deep, dark coloured foliage. You've got that green and blacks mixed there as well. But look at these. You've got these almost like little squirrels' tails coming out the top.
Yeah, I really like how they arch.
Yeah.
So unlike a pampas grass, which is very erect and straight, this one has that lovely sort of drooping nature to it, and that's really pretty. I like that.
And then it will do this. They
I
turn
can't
pink.
wait.
They turn that beautiful, beautiful pink colour. So, I mean, how beautiful is it? I mean, this will be kind of probably about September time. So this is quite late in the summer. It will turn colour.
I can see a little bit of pink actually
so kind of September into October.
Yeah, there is. There's a little bit of pink coming on these ones that I can see already.
I mean, that picture there, that says it all for me.
I want it. I've got it.
It's divine,
coming.
isn't it?
Artful Splodger's got one coming. She's got one on the way.
It is kind of like a pampas grass in miniature, but with kind of the actual flower heads sort of drooping over rather than standing upright.
I love that, and the movement that's actually going to create when the breeze is blowing. That's going to be so pretty.
And all it asks of you is, for its happiest position in the garden, it likes a really, really well-drained spot. Don't put it in heavy wet soil, and a nice sunny spot. Sunny, well-drained, fantastic for a container, by the way. And I think the label might have dropped off this one. There was a label on there, but yeah, the label said -10 on the label.
I was reading up about it, and it says, you know, pretty tough, pretty hardy. Choose a sheltered spot for it, and you're good.
And you'll be good. Yeah. The only thing that Pennisetums hate is to sit wet in winter because they can rot off. So if you've got it in a really well-drained spot, up against the house will be good, south or west-facing wall, or in a lovely pot with really good, well-draining compost. It will love it, and it will come back year after year. Don't do anything with it at the end of the season. Just leave it. Don't cut it back. Just leave it to do its thing. Yeah. And then next spring, after the winter, just slightly tidy it up a little bit. Take the old flower heads off, remove those, and just take out any of the old kind of leaves that have gone a bit brown and so on. But other than that, don't do anything more with it. And
they do look like this, I promise you. I went out into the nursery this morning to grab another plant, and I walked past them, and they all look exactly like this. Actually, I think this is great for yourself, but I do think if you've got, I was just thinking about a friend of mine who's, you know, she's getting into gardening and she loves it. I might actually buy this as a gift for her because I think she would really love this. And it's a nice, easy plant, and it just looks stunning right now as well, doesn't it? It's £18.69. Your price on this, that's your delivered price. There's an £8 saving on here. Now, we have had a question from Linda saying, could we split it? Could we divide it? Yeah,
you probably could divide this, actually, looking at the base of it. Yeah. Now, if you are going to try and divide it, don't do that till the spring. Don't do it, because grasses hate to be moved during the autumn or the winter. So wait till the spring when you actively see new shoots coming through at the base. At that point, you can lift it, separate the stems out, and then with a sharp knife, whatever you want to use, obviously be careful. You could perhaps cut it in half, and you could create 2 plants from this one plant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you probably could do that, to be honest, if you wanted to.
Nice, like that.
Yeah.
I might do that. Sandra has got a great idea. She's saying she'd quite like to see this next to the Nandina lemon and lime.
That would work well.
That would work really nicely.
Yeah. Or you could could go the other way, and you could plant this in a container, and you could put the black dragon grass or black snake grass underneath.
Ooh.
So you could keep that sort of dark look going.
You could. I was just thinking about sedum around the base of it as well.
Yeah.
That would look really pretty.
That sedum Atlantis. Oh, yeah. Suit you. Yeah, definitely. That
would look really good too. OK. We love it. We hope that you love that one as well. I know a few of you have got it coming. It's the first time, I think, that we brought it onto YGTV. Wasn't here last week?
No.
I don't know.
No. I'll tell you what, though. What I've noticed as well, that when we had it on one particular show, it was about £27, £28. Now, all the way down to £18.69 with your discount price.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Now, imagine that obviously is going to get bigger.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to look great. Sandra, great idea.
I love what she's having.
I love what she's
Definitely.
having as
That's
well.
one of those. I love
That's going to look incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your thinking there. And it just highlights the green that you're getting from the stems throughout there as well, doesn't it? Really brings that colour out.
I love those kind of combinations.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love our little garden community. We all give each other loads of different ideas.
Just one quick thing on that. That would look great in one of the Callista urns as well. It looked lovely in one of those, wouldn't it?
A Callista urn, some Erigeron, because you know I want to do Erigeron in the Callista urn. Some Erigeron planting around it and tumbling down, and that growing.
That could work. But the question about the New Dawn rose in a tower pot?
No.
No. Yeah. It's a no from Bex, and it's a no from me.
I don't think there's any rose you could grow in the tower pot, is there?
Not
climbing rose.
No, the thing is that the actual, because it's only about 30 litre, isn't it? The actual pot itself, and the rose would be a little bit too vigorous for it. So yeah, it's probably just a little bit too vigorous for that.
If you want to grow it in a pot rather than against a wall or something, you could get yourself a decent sized pot and get yourself an obelisk. You can pick those up really inexpensively and anchor that into the pot, and you could plant it in there for it to grow up. I do that with one of my wisteria amethyst falls. So it's a way of being able to grow it in a self-contained pot and still have it climb. So that would be my best suggestion. All right, hello everybody, everyone's in. It's lovely to have you all. Alice is in now as well. Julia's making a list and this is on it. Goes well with salvia, says Adam.
Oh.
Weird being called Sandra instead of Splodge. I'm sticking with Splodge. I like Splodge, so we're sticking with that. Right, let's move on, shall we? That is the Pennisetum, the tiny tails. I've got it. Have you got this in?
I ought to, because as I discovered it, and there's not many out there either.
Yeah, you need it.
So I need to get in a bit quick.
All right, let's move on then, shall we? We've got the complete allium collection for you up next, part of the spring flowering bulbs. Loads of spring flowering bulbs available, by the way. We've got some more coming up for you in a little while, but this one is always a really, really popular one. The complete allium collection. You're getting 100 bulbs. You're getting 7 different varieties included in here as well. You've got the spherocephalon. You've got the...
Easy for you to say.
You've got the allium molly, you've got the Neapolitanum, you've got the...
Christophii there.
Christophii, yes. I've completely forgotten what that one's called.
Yeah, Swiffelethalum.
This one had a different name. That's Siculum, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it used to be called Nectaroscordum.
Yes, and now it's called something else.
Yeah, I'm sticking to Nectaroscordum. Yeah. That's what I remember.
And you've got your classic purple sensation included in there as well. I do love
That's your Christophii there, isn't it? You kind of those big flowers. That's your molly, your little yellow molly there. They only get about 6-7 inches tall, those ones. They're about the earliest to flower, the molly. These ones, I think they're called nigrum, these ones.
Oh, I thought they were Neapolitanum.
Oh, they could be. Let's have a look on the packet.
They're the white ones anyway. These are the spherocephalons, known as the drumstick alliums, because they've obviously got the shape of the drumsticks. No, you're right, they're the nigrum. Oh, and Neapolitanum.
Yeah, and Neapolitanum, yeah.
You're getting all of them?
Yeah, so you're getting a really, really comprehensive mix in here. All different heights, different flowering times. So the molly will be kind of the first to flower. The Christophii are quite late flowering. In fact, the Nectaroscordums were flowering just a little while back.
Yeah.
And I can't say that silly word.
Spherocephalon, just say drumsticks.
Drumstick ones. They flower quite a long way through the season. And
they look great planted through grasses.
Yeah, they do. Well, John's got them enough in his front garden at home, and John doesn't even deadhead them, because even once the flower heads stop flowering, they look really good.
They do.
Just left. In fact, that's true of all the alliums. Don't chop the flower heads off straight away, because the structure of the seed head looks awesome even after they've stopped showing their normal colour. Yeah,
and they can be dried and used for bring indoors as dried cut flower displays and things.
Hot, sunny, well-drained, poor soils. That's where they thrive.
They love it.
They do. Don't spoil these. Don't put them in rich soil. Just treat them mean, and they'll grow very, very well for you, and they'll spread and they'll come back year after year. Pollinators adore them as well. It's a value pack you're getting there of some really awesome varieties. 100 of those bulbs, £12.74, your delivered club price on that one. 630126 is the item number. What does that work out per bulb? I can't even do those maths. 13 pence. Wow. That's pretty smart. If you round it up slightly. 13p. 13p a bulb. Yeah. Wow. I should have been able to do that, actually. It's quite easy thinking about it. Both of us are bad at maths. We need Mr. Ryan here to be able to do the maths. Like a flipping human calculator, isn't he, when it comes to working things out? So annoying. Right, let's move on then, shall we? Final item. Oh, already started buying this one. Come on, we need to get a chiffon. Final item on the favourites table is the hibiscus white chiffon for you. Now it's £12.74, the delivered club price. I adore hibiscus. I think it is one of the most sort of tropical, exotic looking flowers, but these are hardy, and this is the double flower. Yeah, and this grown-on version is really good, isn't it? No, shush, it's not the grown-on version. This is what you're going to get. I know, it's crazy. It's bonkers. And I'm with you, Bex, as well. I've got 6-7 hibiscus at home. I adore them. This year, they have done crazy well. On the way home where I drive, I head out of here and I head towards the A17, and there's a house just a quarter of a mile, half a mile down the road. They've got 4 or 5 of these hibiscus down the side of their garden. This summer, they have been knockout, and normally they start flowering about sort of mid to late summer. This year, probably even earlier than that, and they go right through to autumn. And this one, even now in late August, buds all over this. These are hardy, by the way. They'll go down to -20, these hibiscus. So if you've been somewhere lovely like Bex has just been, and you've seen all those tropical-looking hibiscus on holiday, you can't grow those here outside. But these, you can grow these anywhere in the UK. You can grow these in northern parts of Scotland. You can grow these in sort of highland areas of Wales if you want. You can grow these in all the cold spots in the UK, because they'll get through the winters. Lovely upright habit on these. They can get to a couple of metres tall. Gorgeous yellow foliage in the autumn before it drops. And if they ever get too tall, or taller than you want them to be, late spring, just chop them down to whatever height you want, and all the new shoots that come through will flower for you exactly that same year. So really easy to prune. You can even grow these in a large container if you want to as well. Full sun, part sun, and they're not even fussed about soils. They'll do well on clay soils, sandy soils. They do prefer a sunnier position.
Yeah.
And generally, I don't see them get any pests and diseases either.
No, they're really easy to look after. And a little prune every year does actually encourage a few more flowers and potentially slightly larger flowers as well. So I would definitely encourage it. So I wouldn't worry about it for the first year or two. You can ignore it for the first year or two. But then after that, just a little prune in shape will encourage more blooms and hopefully slightly larger flowers on there as well. It's 510273, the item number, £10 saving, £12.74 delivered price. That is an incredible price for you, and beautiful, beautiful flowers. Make sure you use your code, please, YGTV3525. You can place your orders at YouGarden.com, or the phone line is open. You can see the details on the bottom of the screen there if you do like talking to actual people.
Sorry, Bex, there's something classic about a white flower as well, isn't there?
Yeah, I used to avoid white flowers. I liked just like a rainbow of colour. I like a mishmash of it all. But actually, I've really started to value white flowers in the garden. They have a place, and placed correctly, or just... Not even correctly, just placed in the garden. They can really highlight everything else in the garden really well, can't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Amazing. All right, 510273 is the item number if you do want to go for that. Adam says he's finally had enough of the clay soil and he's moving. So am I, Adam. Hopefully at the end of this month, but I've got no idea whether the garden I'm moving to has got clay soil or not. So we shall see. And yes, Alice, you have to behave more in this chat than you do in the TikTok chat. I'm watching you.
Excuse me, I'm going to get a drop of water.
I think it's the Alice, yes. Right, where are we going? Hanging baskets. No, New Dawn. Sorry. Quick reminder of the New Dawn for you. This is our climbing rose. It is our climbing rose of the week, which means that you are getting an amazing price on it. $29.99 is the usual price, but it is $16.99 or $14.44, your club discount price with your delivery free of charge. Use the code, please, 3525, YGTV 3525. It is the rose of the week, and it's the best one. We love it. It's got a strong scent and a beautiful shell pink colour to it as well. Quick reminder of the hanging baskets as well. We've got two options for you. We've got the Pansy Cool Wave mix, which is the one up here. So you've got the kind of berries and cream, the purples, the blues, the whites, but you've also got the bright yellow included in there as well. And you will get a pair. You'll get two of them. And Pansy Cool Wave, amazing breeding going on here, Adam, isn't there?
Yeah, it's stunning. I mean, think about these were long flowering periods, so up to 10 months of flowering on these. These can trail as well, up to 30 to 40 centimetres, which is phenomenal. Some have a slight fragrance. The flowers are edible, by the way, as well. You can use them to decorate sort of trifles or kind of desserts or something like that, or put them on salads if you wanted to. Got a slightly kind of rocket taste to them. Very, very hardy. -10, -15, -20. Not going to bother them. Just three things you need to do to keep them looking good. Water them monthly during the winter months, and just double check at least weekly or fortnightly during those drier times of the year. Feed them, which is important, and also deadhead them. If you keep deadheading them, it keeps encouraging more flowers.
So that is the Pansy Cool Wave for you. 2 of the 14-inch rattan hanging baskets. They come to you pre-planted. You literally just take them out the box, hang them up, give them a water, and you have got your amazing winter display. So those are the ones that are pre-planted. If you just want the plants, we've got those available for you. Check the details you can see there. You're going to get 10 of the garden ready plants. There is a couple of quid taken off the price there, so it's £11 and 4 pence for 10 of those garden readies. Of course, if you want more than that, you can multi-order on there as well. So if you want to plant your own pots or your own baskets, that's the item to go for. 400967. If you do want the other option of the pre-planted hanging baskets, which is the berries and cream, everything that Adam said is exactly the same. They are winter hardy. They will flower for 10 months of the year. All you've got to do is the deadheading, etc. 450156 is the item number for those. £10 saving, $33.98 is your delivered club price. You will get 2. And it's beautiful with the rattan hanging baskets, but bear in mind, because they trail, you won't even see the baskets after a bit of time, because they will trail down and cover those. 450156 for the berries and cream. Next up, we're going to bring you this beautiful phormium. Now, not something I've got yet, but definitely something I want to add to the new garden. I think that the Formium is beautiful, and this particular one I really enjoy because of the colour. It's got this wonderful, I mean, we call it flamingo. I don't think it's flamingo pink. I think my top is flamingo pink. I think this is more salmon peachy pink.
Yes, it is. It's got those peachy colours, it's got those apricot colours, it's got those sort of reddish colours. It's got so many colours in all the different leaves, and each leaf is unique. I mean,
maybe it's not even called flamingo because of the pink. I just think flamingo pink anyway.
Yeah, it's not kind of flamingo. You think of very bright pink, don't you? But it's a stunning plant, this one. These are hardy, by the way. These can go down to -6, -7, -8. Very, very drought tolerant. Great for a windy situation. They make really good coastal plants, these, or for a garden that's very open and sort of exposed to, you know, kind of those sort of windy kind of areas. You can grow it in a container, good container plant. You can plant it in the garden. It looks good like this all the year through. So even in the middle of the winter, these still look beautiful. You can grow it, as I said, in a container or in the ground. And also they flower eventually. They send out these flower spikes, look a bit like a bird of paradise.
I love those flowers. Shaun hates them, but I love them.
Well, yeah, well, I'm semi with Shaun in the fact that...
How dare you?
Well, no, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought when they sent out that flower spike, I was expecting something really spectacular. But the flower spikes, they open out and they're just a bit...
You're wrong.
I like the structure of them, but the actual flower bit inside is nothing to write home about.
I like it.
So when mine do flower,
with me?
I tend to chop the flower stem off.
Shaun does the same thing.
Yeah, I take
What is wrong with you boys?
It's optional. I mean, some people do that with hostas. I know a lot of people take flowers off of hostas. They don't like...
I find that strange as well.
Yeah,
those hosta flowers are amazing.
Yeah, coleus is another plant people cut the flowers off of, because sometimes people, with foliage plants, sometimes people find the flower can detract a little bit from the foliage and they just want the plant for the foliage only. But if you want it to flower, it will flower for you eventually. It will take 3 or 4 years to get established, but Formiums are just great. They'll give you that kind of tropical look, that Mediterranean look. If you're going to plant it in your garden, plant it somewhere sunny, well drained. That's kind of where it will do really, really well. They're not plants for shade or heavy wet soil, but they do definitely make fantastic container plants. And I've seen some of these in pots in people's gardens, and they've sat in those pots for donkey's years, and they've not been watered properly, and they keep going. They are tough plants.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be adding it to my new garden. Are you adding it to yours? Artful Splodger might be one of the ones that she's got coming. 511710 is the item number, and a big saving on there, £15 saving. So taking your discount club price down to £16.99. Free postage. Remember, everything that you buy from us in the potting shed, pots, compost, plants, you will get that free postage. You will get those savings as long as you use the code YGTV3525. Moving on next to another architectural plant in the garden. Similar but different, same but different. With this one, you've got the kind of less structure, I think. You've got still the sword-shaped leaves, but you've got the nice sort of arching stems. It's less of a symmetrical structure.
It's more multi-stemmed, isn't it, this one?
Exactly. Yeah. Whereas with this one, I feel like you've got more symmetry going on, and you get a stem that forms.
It grows in that central point. And guess what, Bex?
What?
I've got this one.
I got this one. I have got this one. I got it in my garden, and it's looking lovely. And it's first cordyline I think I've ever planted in my garden, and I love it. And it's looking absolutely gorgeous. It's a really sunny spot on a bit of a slope that's really well drained, and it's growing away like crazy. And what I like about it, a bit like the Formium, all the year through you've got this fantastic, beautiful foliage on here. You can see the colours in this. The leaves are sort of darker in the middle. They're edged with that kind of pinky red colour. And when you kind of look into it as well, you can see all the colours in the kind of the centre as well, which are just absolutely glorious. And these, if you're in a wind, like what I'm going to show you is, if you're in a windy situation, really windy garden, like coastal plant, and it's really, really windy day and it's blowing the hoolie, look at that. No snap leaves, no broken leaves, absolutely perfect. So if you've got one of those, I mean, like where Shaun lives, Shaun's got a very open sort of garden, and if you've got sort of windy weather, you know, a lot of plants can be damaged. These are fine. These do fabulously in the ground. They'll do great in containers. They're good sort of central plants in containers. It's another one that I'd love to put in a Callista urn, to be honest, because then you could change the planting. You could have seasonal planting underneath, depending on the time of year. Very hardy. Some people people say these aren't particularly hardy, but I read an article last year, in fact I saw an article online where a nursery that grows these, they did some tests.
Right.
And they tested this one against a traditional green one. And Charlie Boy, I'm not saying this always will happen, they got Charlie Boy down to -10 and it still's okay compared to the green one that looked a bit battered, a bit sad, yeah. So, you know, it has got that hardiness, but if you want it to get through the winter, what it likes, optimum conditions are well drained and sunny. It's not worried about wind, but well drained and sunny is what it'll absolutely love.
680256 is the item number. £7 saving on that one. It brings your discount club price down to £11.04. I believe we're going to take a trip out into the nursery. But before we do, Adam, you said you sent an email, but it hasn't come through. Can I just double check that you're sending it to the right place? It's YGTV@YouGarden.com. It's on the bottom of the screen there. So I did just check and it hasn't come through. So send it again, because once we come back after this little trip out onto the nursery, we're going to look at some emails and comments and things.
Oh, this is paradise. So many different types of cordyline. We've got Torbay Dazzle there. We've got the green cordyline. That one looks like Red Star. Yes, it is. But I've been drawn over here. Come on, Charlie Boy. Yes, this is Charlie Boy. Sounds like a racehorse. Come on, Charlie Boy.
Don't know why that wasn't working. We've got gremlins in the system. Stu's going to have a little look and play with that and see if he can work all of that out. I am going to screen share because we do have an email to share at the moment from Ali G. Obviously, Ali G gets in early every time. Ali is... we still be able to show pictures, Stu? Yep, OK. Ali G says, a few photos taken yesterday of things looking good in our garden and my first crop of tomatoes. Yay. Also, my first year growing tomatoes and I'm really pleased with the results. Well done, Ali. Right, let's have a little look. Ooh, gorgeous buddleia. I do like the white buddleias. Do you know, I've seen a few recently, because normally you see the purple ones, but I've seen a few white buddleias and they really are quite standout, aren't they?
Yeah, they are nice. I'm kind of a bit like you, Bex. I'm getting more into white flowers. I was never really into white flowers, but I've grown a few white flowers this year and they're just gorgeous.
Yeah, really pretty.
Really, really nice.
I hope you've been getting loads of butterflies on those, Ali. That's looking really nice. Well done, you. Let's scroll on. She sent us 3 pictures, so hopefully we get into the tomato. Whoa! Look at all those tomatoes!
They look yumptious, don't they?
They look so good. That's a really good harvest. Look how shiny and beautiful they look.
Yeah, they're going to be gorgeous.
Oh, I could pop one of them in my mouth right now.
Yeah, I love tomatoes.
Very nice. And final picture from Ali. Oh, this is for your eyes only?
It looks like for your eyes only.
I can't normally identify roses, but I think...
Or is it Simple Life?
Ooh. Ali, you're going to have to let us know. I'm going with For Your Eyes Only.
I thought For Your Eyes Only was a little bit more kind of peachy, orangey colour.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Ali, let us know if you're watching,
Jury's
please.
out on that one. We need some confirmation.
Can you tell us which rose it is? I'd love to know. Lovely. Well done, you. Congratulations on your first harvest of tomatoes. It's really exciting, isn't it, when you do something for the first time and it works? It's lovely. I love it.
Yeah, I remember the first year I grew cucumbers and I grew melons and that was like, whoa, I've grown my melon. It was like really exciting.
All right. I keep refreshing, but I'm not getting any more emails, Adam, so hopefully you haven't got a problem. Try again and we will see if we can get those coming through. Just jumping into the chat just to have a little look. Adam's saying, do they like clay? I had 2 that the flowers drop off before opening. I think, was that the hibiscus? They should be fine in clay soil. There is a thing with hibiscus dropping flowers, isn't there? And it'll be to do with watering, won't it, normally? I mean,
they do like a moisture-retentive soil, hibiscus. So if they get really dry, yeah, they can drop their flower buds. So keep them moist. And if you are going to plant them in a clay soil, dig in lots of organic material before you plant them. Dig in a bag of our compost or well-rotted manure or mushroom compost or your own garden compost. Just improve the texture of the soil. Then put your hibiscus in and they should be fine. I mean, over the years, I've seen hibiscus grow in all sorts of gardens, in all sorts of different locations. So they generally are a very, very amenable kind of plant for all sorts of different locations.
Adam's email has just come through. So Adam sent some pictures. Ooh, hang on, let me see if it'll load. There we go. So we've got primroses in that picture. We've got some beautiful pansies in that picture. Is this now? Is this now, Adam?
Well, he's got bellis flowering there as well.
Yeah, because there's the bellis as well.
Yeah, they're kind of not normally flowering about now. So, yeah, it'd be yeah, let us know.
Adam, let us know. I mean, those are bright and beautiful, aren't they? Look at those primrose flowers.
That's that white sticky thing as well, and I know I can't name. That's another. That's got a really weird name. I can
this
never
on the
remember
side.
it. Yeah, it's got. I think the name beginning with H or something. So it's a right weird kind of looking thing in a good way. I don't mean like, you know, it's really ugly.
In a positive way.
Yeah, in a positive way. It's unusual. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, let us know, Adam. We'd like to know when those pictures were taken. Are they recent?
Yeah,
that's very interesting if they are.
Let us know the name of that grey kind of what's the name you plant, so we're not spending the whole next few hours like, what is it? What is it?
All right, shall we move on? If you do want to send us any emails, you're most welcome to. We love showing your pictures. It gives everybody in the chat and us some really good ideas. And genuinely, it does give us ideas as well. So we'd love it if you want to send us anything. YGTV@YouGarden.com. Don't be shy. Send us pictures of your garden. We would like to show them.
We like being nosy.
We do. We do like being nosy. Right, so we're moving on for you. We've got the GM fire starters coming up next. 561219. You're going to get 3 of the 9cm pots. It's going to be £18.67. Your delivered price on here. We have got a lovely flower here.
You're going to sing
on
it?
This one. Twisted Firestarter.
Yeah.
It's a great tune.
It is a good song.
It's a good tune.
Yeah. If you're feeling a bit down in the dumps, just put that on full volume and yeah.
Look at that absolutely perfect flower.
That sums it up.
Isn't that perfect?
It is. That's perfection. That. Look at that.
I love it. Unfortunately, it's droopy a little bit, but they're not normally. They normally stand nice and upright.
That's why I just put a little bit of water in the tray because it just dried out a little bit.
Once these get nicely established, you will find that actually you get this gorgeous upright display from these. Actually, there's a few coming here with buds on, so you can see that they should sit nice and upright. But this is. I mean, it's not quite red, but it's not quite orange. It's a beautiful mix of those two colours, isn't it?
What a colour, though. Some of these in front of that tiny tails will look good.
Oh, yeah.
Like 3 of these around that kind of orange against that darker coloured grass. I was talking to Shaun yesterday because we had the pumpkin one on yesterday as well. And Shaun said the pumpkin was his favourite, but for me, this is my favourite. Look at that there. That is just a perfect picture of how stunningly beautiful GMs can be. You know, GMs are really, really good because they can grow in shade and they can grow in sun. They're brilliant container plants, but you can grow on the edge of beds and borders as well. You can use them in those hot gardens, and by that I mean those sort of gardens where you plant all the red and yellow and orange kind of flowers. They have a flowering period in the spring, roundabouts the Chelsea Flower Show time. In fact, they're very kind of popular at the Chelsea Flower Show because that's when they're flowering, so it's kind of easy to find colour at the time. You deadhead them, and then they do what they do now. Sometimes they will then flower again for a second flush of flowers later in the year, which is exactly what these little beauties are doing.
Yeah, and there's actually quite a few buds on here as
lovely.
well.
They're tough, bone hardy, these. They're not bothered about frost. They'll take all sorts of frost, and they're not particularly fussed about soil. They'll grow in clay soil, sandy soil. But yeah, if you're going to grow them in a herbaceous border, grow them right at the front, because the foliage only gets about so tall, the flowers about that tall, and they form lovely little sort of groups of leaves, little kind of rosettes of leaves, and then you get these beautiful upright stems and those stunning, really, really pretty flowers.
Eleanor says she loves my GMs. I have an entire border of them when nothing was coming through. They looked beautiful. I'm a big fan of GMs as well. I've got them dotted throughout the few borders in my garden. They are absolutely stunning.
And they're easy, aren't they?
So easy. Bit of deadheading and just leave them
That's
alone.
it. And I even find sometimes the leaves stay on quite a long time into the autumn or even the winter, so you have a little bit of interest left even then. 561219 is your item number. 1867 is your delivered club price there. Use your code YGTV3525. That's how you get that price, and you get your free postage as well. I thought you were going to say that was my birthday, then you was a bit slow on that one.
I haven't done anything about that recently, have I? I'm going to have to start on that again. All right, let's move on, shall we? We're going to bring you the complete hardy garden perennial collection. You're getting 24 plug plants included in here, and your discount club price is £16.99. You're getting some phenomenal varieties as well. You are, and you're going to get 2 of each in this collection, and you've got a collection here for all sorts of different positions. So you've got heuchera, for example, which are really brilliant in the shade. You've got a pansy that's also good for full sun. You could have the verbena bonariensis, which is, gives you that fantastic height and loads of pollinating insects. We've got the aquilegia in there as well, that beautiful plant plant, which gives you the most tropical, exotic-looking flowers, and that's great for a shady spot.
Yeah, they always surprise me. When you look at them, you think they're going to be a full sun kind of plant, but yeah, I've had them in a north-facing border, and
They love a bit of shade.
love it. Yeah.
I absolutely adore it.
Really, really good.
I mean, the varieties that you get, honestly, they are amazing. Oh, it wasn't Stu. I've got to reorganise those. You're getting... They're all over. You're getting GM, you're getting Aqualegia, you've got a Verbena bonariensis, there's a Rudbeckia in there, there's a Heuchera in there, there's Coreopsis in there, Dianthus, Hollyhock, Alchemilla, you're getting a poppy included as well, and a Nepeta. I think I named all of them, but you will get 2 of each of them because you're going to get 2 packs. Let's just focus on that price though, shall we? Because it's £16.99 and you've got your perennial border sorted with 24 plants. I love this collection because you're getting different flowering periods. Some are flowering for ages, some are slightly shorter flowering periods, some like shade, some like sun, pots, borders.
Yeah, it's well thought through this, but
you?
yeah, it's a comprehensive mix this. So you can see on the picture there, you've got that kind of, different mix of plants that will go in all different parts of the garden. And what I suggest you can do with these, and there's always options. So if you've moved into a brand new garden or you've cleared an area and you want to start an herbaceous border, you can plant these straight into the ground because they will be big enough. Just make sure you water them properly. If you want to kind of use them to plug gaps in an established border, what I would do is I'd pop these on into 9cm pots. This time of year, in a couple of weeks, the roots will already be coming out the base of those little 9cm pots. Then you can empty them out the pot and you can plant them where they want to be permanently. And again, I cannot emphasise enough how good this time of year is for planting plants like this, because they'll get their roots down into the ground, they'll get well established before the winter and the cold weather kicks in. So that means next spring they're not on the back foot. It means they've got their roots down and they can zoom away, and all of these will flower for you first time next year.
Yeah,
all
they
of them.
will. And they'll multiply and get bigger and better for you as well. This is the wonderful thing about them. 480050. If you're trying to garden on a budget, you want to fill it in loads of spaces, that is an amazing collection to go for. It's £16.99 for 24 plug plants. It's 87p a plant, I think, is what we worked out as. So less than £1 a plant for an amazing perennial plant is just incredible value for money. Next up, I need you to use your imagination. They are here, I promise you. They're just getting checked in at the moment. We don't have the physical plants to show you, but they are on the nursery. It's the Sweet Williams, it's the Vesuvios. You're getting 20 of the garden-ready plants in those garden-ready trays, just like we were showing you earlier with the primroses.
They're our new range of nano plugs.
Yeah.
So you just got to focus in on them.
Yeah.
But I love these.
I love a Sweet William.
Yeah,
my mum loves a Sweet William.
great cut flower, aren't they, these?
Yeah, gorgeous.
I started growing
really
these.
Really fragrant as well.
I started growing these 2 or 3 years ago, and they're easy, really, really easy. I grew them at the front of my south-facing border. They're perennial. They come back year after year. They grow on really lousy soil. Honestly, they don't need fussy soil. Well-drained, poor soil, they do very, very well. Great container plants as well. They are really a plant and love them, leave them kind of plant. At the end of the summer, the foliage can look a bit scraggly, but what I do with mine is I just leave it. I don't bother with the foliage. Then in spring, from the centre of the plant, you see lots of lovely new shoots coming through. I then trim off the old foliage that's gone through the winter, and then they send up these gorgeous upright stems, and the colour mix is gorgeous, really, really lovely. And the pollinating insects go berserk for them, especially the butterflies. So yeah, if you want sort of plants that are good for cut flowers, that are adored by the pollinating insects, that are hardy, that will come back year after year, very drought tolerant as well. Because they're a member of the Dianthus family, a bit like your pinks and things like that. Go for these. You'll love them, and you'll have them for a good long time. So
401228 is the item number. Sweet Williams are one of those just traditional classical favourites, aren't they? And a perennial plant as well, and very simple, as Adam said, to look after. It's 64p per plant for club members, because you are getting 20 of those included in there. £5 saving, free postage as long as you use the code YGTV3525. We've got the hot chocolate hydrangea for you coming up next. A favourite. We've been bringing this into the potting shed for a while now. We love this one.
Yeah, and I'm glad they called it hot chocolate and not Horlicks, because that wouldn't have worked, would it?
No,
really?
really wouldn't.
So hot chocolate is just phenomenal, and you can see why, because the colour of the leaves. And the leaves do this really weird thing. So this leaf here, it's this colour to start with. You flick it over, and it's purple. It goes green, it goes purple, it goes green, it goes purple.
Yeah, and the good thing is that this is going to grow big, so you actually will get to see that as well, won't you?
You'll be able to sort of look underneath, because this one can get 3 to 4 metres tall, which is really, really good for a hydrangea. It's a statement piece, this one. So if you're gonna buy this, put this somewhere it's got some space. You could cut a little bed out in the middle of the lawn, for example, perhaps plant it in the middle of your front garden, because you get that incredible foliage. You can see there the 2 different colours of leaf, and especially when you flip the leaves over, you get the height, you get the stature on this, but then you get these beautiful pinky blue flower heads. You can see there, if you look just at the top of the picture, you can see that little sort of hue of sort of pinky blue there.
I love it.
It's absolutely knockout, this one. It's bone hardy, and also even the leaf stems, look how gorgeous they are. Those lovely kind of red colours. £12.74 for a plant this size. Free P&P is phenomenal for this. And a lot of people will not even recognise this as a hydrangea. You'll be asked loads of times, what is that? And if you say a hydrangea, people say, really? I think it is. No, it is. So if you want something unusual, just one thing to say about it. It's not one of the paniculata types, so if you ever want to prune it, don't prune it any later than about kind of, I would say, late June, mid-July, because you want new shoots to form that year, because they will give you the flower then for the following year.
There you go, 511507, better than half price for club members. £12.74 is your discount club price. And finally on this table, we've got the Blackberry Cascade. 2 main features of this one.
Yeah, well, one of them is you can do this with it. You can.
I mean, why you would, I don't know, but you can if you want to.
You can sort of flagellate yourself with this, and like it's fine. It's there's no thorns, there's no spines, there's no tears, there's no prickles, there's no arms with all scratches and things on. So if you want to get the children, the grandchildren involved in growing their own fruit, but without the drama, these are fantastic. And even better, you can pick them very easily because they're in a hanging basket. So they're at kind of a nice height to pick. They're away from the slugs and snails. And one of these plants, once established, can produce up to 1 kilogram of fruit per plant, and you can grow these to that optimum moment where they're perfectly sweet and ripe, where they come away from that little middle bit called the receptacle. In fact, you can see somebody's already picked a few there, where they're sort of turning ripe. And the flowers are gorgeous on these as well. They have lovely pink coloured flowers. They're bone hardy, and also they're semi-evergreen. So even if you've got a really tiny space, if you're just 3 floors up and got a balcony, you can grow your own homegrown strawberries in a tiny space without the drama of thorns and prickles.
£3.67 per plant delivered direct to your door. If you're a club member, that is what you're paying for those, which I just think is brilliant, isn't it? 310180 is the item number, and this is the kind of plant that you will be receiving. So this is what they're looking like on the nursery at the moment. You can order on YouGarden.com, and you can place your orders via the phone line as well. Just want to quickly say, Ali said we're both wrong. That rose was Rosie McRoseface.
Oh, OK.
Of course it was. Stu should have got that. That's his favourite one. And Adam's picture of the primroses was a winter picture, so it wasn't a recent one. But it basically just wanted to show they are bulletproof plants.
Yeah, no, they look
so
good.
Thank you for sending that, Adam.
Lovely
I
mix
appreciate that one. Oh, we've got a question from Amanda. What's the best way to look after heuchera through the winter? She lost one last year, so looking for tips on how to look after heuchera through the winter.
Right, yeah, now a couple of things. If you do lose a heuchera, one thing it could be, especially if you grow them in containers, could be vine weevil, because vine weevils are so-and-sos with heucheras. What they do, they lay the eggs and they turn into grubs and they eat the root of heuchera, and sometimes the heuchera can be sitting there and it looks fine, and then it starts to droop, and you water it and nothing happens, and then you go to lift it up and it's severed away from the root. You can replant them, and I've done that, so it'll grow back. Again. Yeah, it will grow back. But I've got heuchera. I've got that Palace purple in my garden on a north-facing border, and I find generally they're pretty bulletproof. They like a moist soil.
I've never done anything to my heuchera.
No,
and it just comes back. I don't do anything to it in the winter. I don't tidy it up. I don't protect it.
No,
I don't do anything.
They're very easy. So moist soil, they don't do very many extremely dry soil, but moist soil, sun or shade, they're normally really bulletproof. So my suggestion would be have a little, I can say that on here, can't I? Google, because we're not on the other one. Have a little Google of vine weevil, and that could be the issue with them, not their hardiness or anything like that. It could just be the vine weevils.
There you go. This is what we're here for. If you have any questions, you are welcome to send them in on the YouTube chat, the Facebook chat, or via the email as well. We will do our best to answer them. If we don't know the answer, we are always very honest and say we'll get back to you. You know, we'll go and research it and we'll find out the answer for you. Most of the time we do all right, though, don't we?
We do.
Between us all.
We do.
Right, let's give you a little reminder, shall we, of some of the things that you've seen or are going to see. Adam's going to change the table over. We've got lots more plants to show you. Starting off with the rose of the week, though, this is the gorgeous New Dawn rose, one I definitely want to have in my garden. And this is the kind of display that you could be creating. It will grow over a pergola, an archway. You can get a trellis up a wall for it to climb up as well. And you are getting the best price because this should be £29.99. But as a discount club price, and because it's rose of the week, you're getting it for £14.44. And of course, by using that offer code, you're going to get the free postage as well. So literally £14.44 delivered direct to your door, which I think is brilliant when you're thinking about a climbing rose, because often you want two of them. So rather than paying £60 for two, you'll be paying just under 30 quid for two, which is brilliant, isn't it? 530185 is your item number for the New Dawn Climbing Rose. We've also got a great price on the hibiscus at the moment. This is the hibiscus chiffon white, a hardy plant, can cope with -10 very happily. It is the double flower, so rather than just a single layer of petals, you're getting the double layer of petals here. Pollinators absolutely adore it. It can get to, 6 feet, maybe even 2 meters quite happily. It'll spread by that much as well, but naturally grows into that gorgeous goblet shape. Yeah, look, pollinators, they adore these plants. £12.74 is your discount club price there, and your delivered price as well. Tiny tails, please everybody, I need you to get into the tiny tails. I adore it. I'm so glad Adam spotted this on the nursery and has brought it into the potting shed. It is very, very pretty. They're looking amazing right now in the nursery. They do turn that lovely shade of pink in there as well, and it's going to stay nice and compact for you. It reaches about maybe 50 centimetres, that's about it. So it's a really gorgeous, compact, low maintenance plant, a standout plant, a stunning plant. I think my mum would love that. I might even get that for her as well. Everyone's getting plants for presents. 561370 is the item number, and it's £18.69 your discount club price. Now, we saw the allium collection. We've got more bulbs coming up for you in a little while if you're looking at getting your bulb collection started. But this one is the complete allium collection, where you're getting the 100 bulbs, 7 different allium varieties. The Christophii, the Spherocephalon, the Neapolitanum, the Molly, the Purple Sensation, the Nigrum included in there as well. 630126 is the item number, £12.74. That's less than 13 pence per bulb, which is incredible. And these are perennial bulbs as well. So, get them in the right ground. By that I mean they like well-drained, soil. I find in my clay soil, I have a few that have come back, but they don't want to sit constantly soaking wet. That's why I grow a lot of bulbs in pots and containers. But yeah, you'll have these in your garden for years. 630126 is the item number for that one. The Formium Flamingo, another one I want to get. It's so pretty, honestly, the colours, and it's the colour contrast between those leaves, and I was trying to show you that earlier. On one leaf, it's kind of a yellowy green. On the next leaf, you've got the kind of peachy, pinky tones. It's beautiful. A bit more compact as well than other varieties of Formium out there. Can produce flowers once they get established. Adam, I know he put in the chat earlier, bought Formium for the flowers and it hasn't flowered yet. They do need to mature and establish, so it might take a few years for it to get to the point where it's flower forming, but it's very much about the foliage in the meantime, because it is a stunning one. Tough, hardy, can cope with minus temperatures. I'd just put it in a sheltered spot if you can. 511710 is the item number. £16.99 is your discount club price. The GM Fire Starter, £17 saving on that one. You're going to get 3 of the 9 centimetre pots. A beautiful bright colour that you're getting on those. A really long flowering season. Nice dome of foliage that appears. Tough, winter hardy, perennial plant, and 3 of them included in there. 561219 is the item number. £18.67 your delivered club price. And then the final one is the Sweet Williams, a classic, traditional, gorgeous favourite. Clusters of those fragrant flowers that you get there. 20 garden ready club plant, 20 garden ready plug plants. £5 saving, £12.73 discount club price. I mean, a perennial plant, clusters of flowers, fragrant, very simple and easy, and perfect for using as cut flowers as well. I can't see why you wouldn't want some Sweet Williams in your garden. 401228 is the item number if you'd like to go for those ones. Now then, I want you to have a little look on the website. So if you go to the website and look at that Live Now button, it might appear at the bottom depending on what device you're looking at. If you scroll down, once you've clicked in there, that gives you all of the items that are on the live this week. So it's the launch day today, and we'll be back with you on Sunday. We never quite get through everything on a Thursday, so if you want to get ahead of us, you can here. What we don't get to show you today, we will make sure that we show you on Sunday as well. There's the hanging baskets, there's the hyacinths there. We've got all those bulbs coming up. There's our wonderful primrose rainbows. Did we fix the problem on the primroses yet, Stu? Oh, we haven't checked, we'll find out for you. Oh, the exocorda, I love that one. We've got the pheasant berry, we've got the blackberry cascade, we've got the trumpet vine collection, the hydrangeas, we've got the tower planters, we've got some pots and containers included in there as well. Oh yeah, this is a really good one. You get the black and gold pinecone planters. You're gonna get 5 of them, and they are the 13-inch ones as well. Let's have a little look at this one, shall we? Put them in your basket, use the code. You will get the £15 saving there. Wowza. No, is it £15? There's more. Hang on. 35.25. Put the code in. There we go. Comes down to £19.95. It's a £30 saving you're getting on that one. Works out at £4 per planter. That's incredible. Love those ones. Yeah, grab those ones if you're adding things into your basket. Why not get ahead with those ones as well? One more thing to tell you about though. We do have the bark for you on the show today. And this is, I want you to start thinking about getting the mulch. You know, it's time to start thinking about, to be honest, mulch is used all around the year, but certainly once we start getting towards the colder months, this is when you're going to need these. Actually, we're going to go and visit Shaun at his pub. Let's have a little look at the fox.
Hello, well this is our YouGarden ornamental spruce bark mulch. It looks gorgeous actually, it's a really, really nice quality, but there are so many uses for this. It's great as a weed suppressant. So if you've got areas in your garden, beds and borders that get lots of weeds, a nice thick layer of this will just suppress those weeds. Also great as a top dressing around pots and containers. That's what I'm going to use it for here. If you've got children's play areas, it makes a nice soft cushion around those play areas, or maybe areas in your garden that you need to walk over. Having this there just makes it a lot safer and a lot easier. So I'm going to use it here. The reason being, I've got the euonymus here. And to be honest, whenever I've tried to plant things around them, they've never done that well. This is just full of roots. It really, really is. So what I'm going to do, because I think it looks, I just don't think it looks very nice. It looks a little bit ugly. I'm just going to do a nice thick layer of this and just see. Oh, yeah, this is going to really work. I'll tell you what, because it's autumn as well, I think that's going to look fun. Also, it is a great duvet. If you've got something that's a little bit tender, something like the anigalis that I had growing here in the summer, it's a tender perennial, so if it needs that extra protection from cold weather, then this would be absolutely superb. That looks so good, doesn't it? Really nice. Do you know what I'm amazed about? So I haven't done as thick a layer as you normally would for some other jobs, but it's amazing how far this has actually gone. And some of our regular YouGarden customers have bought several bags of this. It can really just make the whole garden look so much more neater and tidier. So I've just stood back and had a look at this from a distance. And what really struck me as well is that all the green foliage now really stands out. You've got the contrast of the green with the bark mulch, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really pleased with that. I really should have done this many, many years ago.
I always see him standing there smiling. He looks so smug, doesn't he? In a good way. I mean, he's got a beautiful pub, and I'm not surprised because you've been to his pub.
I have, yeah, a couple of times.
It's amazing, and it does look so pretty. But you can definitely see the pride on his face, can't you? He's like, yeah, look at my pub.
They do good food.
They do really good food there.
Yeah, good food, yeah.
If you're ever in Rutland, it's beautiful. It's very, very nice there. Yeah, the pie's good, Stu. I had the pie when I went and it was absolutely delicious.
Yeah,
really good.
It's good.
So yes, why not get yourself some spruce bark mulch? Shaun uses it, you know, at the pub garden. He uses it in his house. You use it a lot in your professional gardening life, but also at home as well.
Absolutely, because I mean, it keeps the weeds down, it keeps the moisture in. It means you can walk over the ground, you don't get muddy boots. It keeps the roots cool as well, which is good. Because this year, you know, the ground's really got baked. So lots and lots of things you can do. This and gradually breaks down and adds organic material to the soil. So tick, 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 tick on that one.
Absolutely, tick all round. 100061 is the item number. Our lovely Elaine hasn't been in for a while, and I know she got loads of that, didn't she, and was using it all over the place. So saving £9.99 on there, £16.99 is your discount club price. YGTV 3525 is the code, please. Now we're bringing you the Lunar Rose. I mean, look.
That is mungus, isn't it? I mean,
look at that. I'm going to put my face next to it. Just showing you the sort of size.
Ooh, you could wear that in your hair.
I was just thinking that.
That would look really good.
Look at the size of that flower.
It's nice, isn't it?
Massive.
Isn't it lovely?
Absolutely huge. I'm coming back. It's huge.
It's perfect as well, isn't it?
Oh, no, look. Just perfect. Pollinators are going to really enjoy that. But okay, we're taking one look at that big flower there. But if I can just move it without breaking it, check out what's going on behind here. Big bud, big bud, big bud. Two smaller buds there. Behind that big flower, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more flowers forming.
And I tell you what.
In fact, and there was two. Was there 2 more here as well at one point? I think there was.
And on this side. Little bud, little bud, little bud. So, you know, imminent buds to flower. More flowers in a couple of 2 or 3 weeks' time.
I think that is stunning. Look at that. It's just the most perfect flower. And I spotted these when I was walking to get that other plant this morning. I walked past these and they are looking amazing. The stock that we've got of them are all looking great.
I can vouch for that because, again, I walked past them earlier on when I was looking for something else and I popped my head through and they were looking great.
Yeah.
And these are dramatic. They're reportedly hardy to -10 degrees, which is incredible. Now, I would say for their optimum happy place with these, a moisture retentive but well-drained soil in a really sunny, sheltered spot. That's where they'll do really, really well. So perhaps up against the house on a west or south-facing wall or a really lovely sheltered, sunny corner of the garden. But the flowering period is going to be massive on these because the fact that they've still got really tiny buds on this side, these won't get to this size for probably another 3 or 4 weeks. So I would not be surprised if you get this, even at the end of September, you've still got some of these stunning flowers. And the weird thing about this was, I was saying earlier on, if you've been on your hollybobs and you see those tropical looking hibiscus abroad, they're not hardy. Well, these look like those tropical hibiscus, don't they?
Yeah.
But these are hardy.
Yeah.
So you can have both. You can have your cake and eat it with these.
You can indeed. Yeah, May to October is what it's saying on here
Yeah,
about flowering period. May to October. And it doesn't get massive.
About 70 centimetres, it says, which is probably not far off where they are about right now, to be honest.
I love that. That's a good... Oh, there's another one I need to get. 51168693 is the item number. We are saving £8 on that one. £18.69 is the discount club price. Oh, my word, so many emails coming in. We will get to show some of your pictures very, very soon. Next up, we've got the Phoenix Canariensis for you, but it's not just one, it's 2. And check out the price you're going to get on this because it works out at something like £10.50 per plant.
That's bonkers.
Which is absolutely bonkers. Now, I know you might not be thinking tropical planting scheme in your garden at this time of year. However, it is the deal of the week, so I don't want you to miss out on getting 2 of them for £21.23 because that's a pretty decent price, isn't it?
That deal of the week logo reminds me of the Weetabix box for some weird reason. I don't know what it does for some weird reason.
Did you have your Weetabix this morning?
Oh, no, I can't stand Weetabix.
Oh. Discovered yesterday that Adam can't eat butter.
Oh, no. Blech.
Will not eat butter.
No, it's horrible stuff. Why'd you put that horrible, vile grease on your bread and toast and stuff?
You're so funny.
It's just... Grease is for cars, not for consumption.
Anyway,
going back to these. So, yeah, these are incredible because, as Bex said, I mean, ordinarily, kind of end of summer is not normally the time we say to you, grow some tropical palm trees. But the value is phenomenal on these. So if you fancied these, if you wanted these, and by the way, they will go down to -3, -4. But what I would suggest is, if you get these, put them in pots if you're in really cold areas, and just bring them in during those really, really cold nights. They don't need mollycoddling. Even if it's just a room that's 4 or 5 degrees above freezing, they'll be fine. A porchway, right up against the house in a shelter position.
I've never protected mine. I've got 3 of them. I have them in pots. They're outside. They've stayed outside all year round.
Well, that's good.
And they're in pots right next to the house. Now, we had -6 temperatures last year. I didn't protect them. They are fine.
What you'll find is if you give them the optimum spot with really good drainage.
They're in our premium professional compost.
Yeah.
In pots next to the house.
That makes a difference. You know, near the house, they've got that extra bit of protection. Although I was in Sittingbourne about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's in my phone, but I can't find it because it's about 1,000 pictures back. I was in Sittingbourne a couple of weeks ago, and there was one of these in a front garden that was about 2.5 metres tall. And I've seen really, really big ones of these growing in all different parts of the UK. So you can get these to grow to full size in the UK over a period of years. But if you fancy these, honestly, just a bit of winter protection. I've got 3 of these. I love them. I adore them. I wouldn't be without them. 2 of these for that discount club price of £21.23. Fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant, honestly. 68006 is the item number. 2 of them, 2123. Use your code YGTV 3525. Mentioning compost, don't forget to grab hold of your compost. If you're anything like any of the other gardeners out there, you will find that there are 2 major sort of periods of time where you use a lot of compost. Spring and autumn are those 2 times, basically. So get stocked up on your compost so that you've always got it to hand. It's the best compost you'll ever use. Yeah,
and also you might see in garden centres this time of year, get yourself some bulb fibre.
I heard you talking about this the other day.
Don't bother with that. That's just another one of those things to hook you in to buy a load of old nonsense you don't really need. You don't need specialised bulb fibre. Bulbs grow fabulously well in this compost. I know they do because I've grown my bulbs in it for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, me too.
Tulips, daffodils, crocuses, cyclamen. They all thrive in it. They love it, as do my houseplants, as do the cucumbers in my greenhouse that are still fruiting brilliantly, as do my tomato plants, which are covered in tomatoes. I did a little bit of transplanting the other day. I shouldn't have done, but basically John has had some plants in his front garden that's very, very dry. He got fed up with them in the end. We've moved them to the sort of back garden where it's more moist, and I dug in a couple of bags of this before I planted them. All those areas you can use this. It's a peat-reduced compost. It has been for a long, long time. And a lot of the peat we do use in this is from renewable sphagnum moss sources as well. It's got a wetting agent, which is fantastic. So even if it does dry out a little bit, it will hydrate very, very quickly. It's got composted wood fibre, which does lots of things, but 3 things we point out. It gives the compost that nice open, airy texture that you can see there when Shaun's tipping it out of the bag. That means that air can get down to the roots of the plants. It means the waters can percolate through, but also it means these plants that Shaun's planting, they will get their little tiny root systems down into this compost very quickly, and they'll get established very quickly. And when they get their roots down into it as well, they'll find lots of these tiny beads.
Yeah, they're kind of orange, tan,
and green. Yeah, and they are slow-release fertiliser. Although the other day, Matt, when I was on with Matt...
Did he burst it?
He did, and it went straight in my face. He was like, cheers, Matt. You've just squirted me with plant fertiliser. So, yeah, they gradually break down, and they can feed your plants for up to 6 months. Also, this is pH balance, so it's not too acid, it's not too alkaline. It will suit the vast majority of plants. And one thing Stu always says, who's our producer today, Stu always says the value is in the bag, not on the bag. And it will come to you in these bags, in a cardboard box, delivered to your door. And honestly, once you've used this, you'll become what we've now called a compost snob. You will not want to go back to any other compost.
100125 is the item number if you'd like to go for that one. 2123 is the discount club price. So do get stocked up so you don't run out of it, because it's so annoying when you do. All right, let's jump into the chat, shall we? Because I've got lots of emails that have been coming through with pictures and a few questions we want to cover as well. So Angela, thank you so much. She sent us some pictures saying pics taken this morning. You've got a nice sunny morning going on there. In my north-facing garden, have mixed in the edibles with the flowers, although many of the flowers are going over. Hang on, just got to try and do a technical thing. So need to start planning for spring. Yes, Angela, it's absolutely the time to start planning for spring. And I love that you're mixing the edibles in with the flowers. It's the modern way of doing things. You don't need a separate area for your grow your owns and a separate area for flowers. It works really nicely together. So look at all these gorgeous pots and containers we've got going on over here.
I'm loving that.
Just scrolling across. Beautiful colour, structure.
I could just chill out in that garden this
Yeah,
morning.
it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Kick back, just lay back in the chair. Oh,
Beautiful.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Scrolling
Oh,
along.
like your fatsia.
Great big fatsia. Lovely phoenix in the corner there as well. And a climbing rose, or is that a shrub rose? Can't quite tell.
I think you're probably right, Bet. I think it looks like it's a climber. It's sort of going
Certainly
skywards,
does, doesn't
isn't
it?
that one?
Got a little bamboo down there as well.
The old bamboo.
Oh, and I've just spotted a little euphorbia right at the bottom of the picture there.
Great
Beautiful.
mix.
Oh, right. These dahlias, I've forgotten the name of them. I've got those. Those are stunning. They are huge. They're massive.
I love dahlias.
Love those dahlias. Those are beautiful.
Become a dahlia convert.
Yeah, I know you have. You didn't used to like them, did you?
I liked them as a kid, then I went off of them. Now oh, that's nice. And then went back onto me. I love that yellow rose.
Yeah, gorgeous yellow rose. There's lots going on in this garden. So much going on in there.
Ooh, look at that.
Amazing. Thank you, Angela. Your garden's looking beautiful. Well done, you. Right, so Adam says couldn't be without cordies or phormiums. So his garden, where he's got his cordylines, he's got his phormiums as well.
Oh,
that is big. Look at that.
You're my namesake, but also like you're a man after my own heart when it comes to planting, because I'm loving that tropical, jungly kind
that
of
bit
look.
there, yeah.
Yay, that's awesome.
Nice, isn't it?
Really like that. I mean, you could be abroad there. You could have gone on a holiday in Morocco or somewhere like that. Look at that.
Look at the
Isn't
size
that awesome?
of that cordyline.
That is so nice the way you've done that.
Yeah, lovely. Well done, Adam.
That's
Garden's
a garden
looking good.
you could get lost in, couldn't you?
And you're
in that
leaving
garden?
that garden. You're going somewhere else. Oh, sorry. I missed that. Yes, I've had enough of the clay soil. I thought you were saying you'd had enough of the clay soil and were moving. That isn't what the comment said. Stu's telling me.
Actually, you might have clay, but you've made the most of it.
Yeah, it looks
Definitely.
really good.
Yeah.
Right, Keith says, good morning. We've received vouchers kindly sent from YouGarden. They have 9 characters, both letters and numbers. I've tried to use them, but it keeps saying voucher not valid. I've tried both boxes on the order page with no luck. Please, can you help me with this so I can use them, as there is always something I can purchase and I don't want to waste the opportunity. Kind regards, Keith. Keith, you've definitely tried both boxes, because there's obviously the offer code box and then there's the voucher code box. That would go into the voucher code box. So you've tried both of those and it's not working. My other question would be, was there a date on the end on there at all? Because they do expire. So if there is an end date and you're past the end date, you might not be able to use them. If they're still in date, I would suggest getting in touch with our customer services, because those are the only 2 problems that I could foresee happening with those vouchers. You can only use 1 voucher at a time, but you're just trying to use the one in the box. Stu, can you use the offer code for here and a voucher at the same time? You can do that. It's only 1 voucher per order. I would get in touch with customer services and see what they can do for you. There might be a glitch in the system. If they're in date and all the rest of it, there might just be a simple glitch, and customer services would be able to fix that for you, Keith. The canna lily I mentioned, this is from Mauricia. She says, the canna lily I mentioned, we want to move. When can I do this?
I wouldn't move those till spring.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
She sent us a picture of it as well.
Yeah, I'd wait till late spring, when they're just starting to grow again a little bit, and then I'd move them then. I wouldn't move them now, this time of year.
No, too late.
Yeah, I just, things like that probably don't like to be moved now. So move them just as the weather starts to warm up and just as they're starting to come back in growth next spring. And you could probably divide them up a little bit at that point as well and make a few more extra plants if you wanted to.
Yeah, because that looks like a really nice sort of clump of them there, doesn't it?
I think you might get 2 or 3 out of that one.
Right, Anthony says, on your webpage it says protect from frost. This is the tiny tails for the grass, tiny tails. Is this correct or not? It's sort of it, right. It can cope with minus temperatures. Once you do a little bit of reading into the tiny tails, it can definitely cope with minus temperatures. What I've read up on is it just likes a slightly more sheltered spot in the garden. So it can cope with minus temperatures. What it can't cope with is minus temperatures and exposed location. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, and it doesn't like wet. That's the main thing. You want to make sure in the winter this is in almost kind of dry soil. So, you know, the kind of soil you get right up against the house, that's where it will be.
There you go. Hope that helps, Anthony. Gillian, morning Bex and Adam, loving all the shows. Congratulations for the Mega Live. You're all legends. That was a TikTok thing we did.
Thank you.
We did a big Mega Live yesterday. We were live for 12
Thanks
hours.
for watching.
Thank you very much. Yeah, far too sensible to do that here. Can you explain when to use mulch and strulch, and is there a difference? There is a difference, Gillian, and we can explain the difference to you. You go for it, Adam.
Well, you can use mulch and strulch any time of the year. So mulch basically could be anything. Mulch could be gravel, it could be inorganic, or it could be organic, like manure could be a mulch, for example. Bark can be a mulch. And what you're doing with a mulch, just mulch per se, is you're putting that down, so you're keeping the weeds at bay, you're keeping the moisture in, you're creating a surface that you can walk over, and you're also creating something that looks nice between the plants, that highlights the plants and just makes life easier. So that is mulch per se. But then we've got something called strulch, which is a kind of mulch, but it's a straw that has been mineralised, and that does all the things that a mulch will do, but in addition, the mineralisation of the straw deters slugs and snails. So where other mulches you put down might encourage slugs and snails, this won't. But it doesn't kill them, which is really, really good. So I've got hedgehogs in my garden, I have thrushes and blackbirds and things come down. They love eating the slugs and snails. So this will deter them from munching on the things you want, but it will still leave them as a food source for all those other creatures. But it also, strulch will do the other things. It will keep moisture in. It will suppress the weeds, you can walk on it, it looks beautiful between other plants, and as it breaks down it will add organic material to the soil, and it will also add nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. I think it also adds calcium, iron and a little bit magnesium as well. So that's kind of the difference between strulch as a standalone product and mulches in general.
Yeah, and you can put that down at any time of year. So a lot of people start to do it in winter because it's the duvet that they want, but then they'll be doing it in springtime because they're protecting the slugs and snails, they're protecting the young plants from the slugs and snails, or they'll be doing it in summer to help retain the moisture in the ground and stop the weeds from growing through. So it is a year-round product for you to use. A lot of people will be starting to do it now, as I say, just because they're thinking about, I say now, we've got another couple of months, but for the winter protection, to give them that duvet for those tender plants. If you do want the strulch, by the way, 1000086 is your item number. I would always go for strulch over mulch personally, because you've got all of those added benefits included in there as well, but it's entirely your choice. That's why we bring you all the options.
That one bag covers about 3 square metres as well, doesn't it? About, yeah, 3
Go
to 4
thick.
centimetres tall.
Go nice and thick with it,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, deep.
Good thickness. Right, we brought you back over to the favourites table. We'll have to see on Sunday whether these remain being the favourites. Let's see if we've got it right this week. Starting at this end, Stu. Hibiscus white chiffon, beautiful chiffon hibiscus.
It's great, and this is quite a high hibiscus as well, and we're not sending out some little diddy thing in a 9 centimetre pot. What you see here is what we're sending out to you. And hibiscus, I adore hibiscus. I've got lots of hibiscus in my garden. I'm going to keep getting more. I'll rattle through the things that you need to know about these. First of all, they're stupid hardy. They can go down to about -20 degrees centigrade. So you can grow these in any part of the UK. They grow upright to about 2 metres tall. And when I say upright, they have a lovely sort of goblet shape to them. Nice sort of neat growers, these ones. They do spread out a little bit as well. Generally, they start to flower kind of late summer into autumn. This year, because of the crazy weather, they've started flowering midsummer. But they're still going. I mean, we're into September in a few days' time, and this one here, there's loads of buds. You can see buds there, buds further down. So if you want a shrub that's going to give you colour and interest from midsummer into the autumn, hibiscus will do that for you. The leaves turn a gorgeous yellow colour in the autumn before they finally drop. They're very easy to prune as well. If they ever get taller than you want them to be, late winter to mid-spring, just prune them down to whatever height you want, above a little leaf joint. They'll reshoot for you, and all those new shoots will flower exactly the same year that you pruned it. So you won't miss out on a year of flower. You'll still get the flower. You can grow them in containers. You can grow them in beds and borders. And I have found over the years I've been gardening, they do well on clay soil, sandy soil. What they do like, though, is a moisture retentive soil. They don't do very well on very dry soil. So providing there's sort of a bit of moisture retention, these will thrive. And they are just stunning.
They are.
Really lovely lovely shrubs.
Absolutely adore the white flowers. 510273 is the item number. £10 saving, £12.74 is your discount club price. Use the code, please, to get your free shipping. You enter the code YGTV 3525 into the box on the website that says, do you have an offer code? And that takes any postage costs off. One item you can buy, no postage. Every item from the YGTV Live, no postage to pay as long as you use that code. That would be a great delivery. One day I want to do that, order every single item on the live. Just annoy my husband. Moving on to the complete allium collection, 100 bulbs included in here, 7 different varieties. Amazing value for money for perennial bulbs as well.
Yeah, and you've got a sort of great collection here as well, because you've got the kind of, the little tiny, I do that every time, it's that way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always the opposite to what we think.
You've got the little yellow alliums, you've got the little yellow alliums on there. These ones will flower for you earliest in the year, the molly, the little molly, and then you move across, you've got like the Christophii, which are these ones here, these beautiful sort of Persian star, I think they're called, them ones with those great big flowers.
Love those.
And then moving below them, you've got the drumsticks. That's the ones. And then below them, even further, you've got what used to be called the Nectaroscordum, which are kind of a little bit different.
I grew those last year. They were really interesting.
They are different,
really
aren't they?
Interesting.
At the very bottom, you've got your purple sensation.
Classic.
And then moving up on the left-hand side, you've got your nigrum, and then above those, the white ones at the top are your Neapolitanum. So you've got a really splendid mix there, different heights, different colours, different flowering periods. I would say probably from when the mollies flower, the ones, the little yellow ones, to when the purple sensation and the Nectaroscordum, the drumsticks flower, you could probably get 4 or 5 months of flower out of these over that extended period. And alliums will thrive very, very well. They just ask one thing of you, a couple of things. They like a very well-drained soil, and they like a nice sunny position. If you find that sweet spot for them, they'll double, they'll multiply, they'll come back year after year, and they need very little care and attention, extremely drought tolerant once established. And a really good thing they do is the leaves die away very quickly.
Yes.
So you're not left waiting months and months and months for the leaves to disappear. But don't rush to deadhead after the colour's gone, because the flower structure, the seed head, looks brilliant, as good as the flower, in my opinion.
630126 is the item number, and it's £12.74, less than 13 pence per bulb on that one. Next up, we've got the Pennisetum, the tiny tails. Just gobsmacked by this one. I think it's gorgeous.
I love it. I just discovered this accidentally on the nursery. I was out there looking for something else. I saw these at an end of an aisle in the nursery. I picked it up and looked at it. The label says on it, and we've been talking about hardiness today, the label said, and I'll get one with a label next time we're on, -10. That's what it said on the label, -10 degrees centigrades, which is very hardy for a Pennisetum, because they're not always reliably hardy in the UK. You've got that mix of lovely green foliage in the middle, and then the leaves on the outside go almost like that black snake grass, like the Ophiopogons. You've got that wonderful contrast with the foliage, but then you get the flower heads that come through, and these are like little squirrels' tails, and eventually they're going to turn pink in the next 3 or 4 weeks. As we go into autumn, they'll turn pink and then they'll tumble over. So this really is a grass that ticks so many boxes. You've got that incredible contrast of the flower heads there against that dark, dark foliage. Only gets to about 50 centimetres tall. This one, it's what it loves to thrive. It wants very, very well-drained soil, a sheltered spot, a sunny spot. That's where it'll do well. That's where it'll come back year after year. Do not put this in heavy, cold, wet soil. It'll hate it. It'll rot off. It'll die during the winter. But if you find that spot that I mentioned, you know, sometimes near the house you get that really dry soil where other things don't do well. That will love it. It will love that position. It
will indeed. Right, 561370 is the item number. It's the Pennisetum Tiny Tails in the 19 centimetre pot. They all look like this. I was out this morning. That is exactly what they look like. So that is what you'll be receiving if you place your order. £18.69 is your delivered club price. Next up, we've got the new Dawn Climbing Rose. It is our rose of the week, and you are getting a potted Harkness rose, one of our favourite climbers, for £14.44. delivered direct to your door. If you've got space to put a climbing rose, this is the one to go for.
It's great, this one as well, this rose, because it's a climbing rose that doesn't go too berserk, because some climbing roses go nuts. They can grow 15, 20 foot tall, huge, great big kind of new stems come through. This one, as we'll show you in a minute, you can grow this over a beautiful archway because it only gets to about 2.5, 3 metres tall. Repeat flowers for a good sort of 4 or 5 months. It will start flowering in June, it will flower all the way through to September, perhaps even into October. You have these soft pink flowers, the petals almost sort of blushing to a soft white on the edge. Sometimes they have a little bit of an apricot colour to them as well. Hardy, tough, pretty disease resistant and fragrant. Really, really lovely sweet fragrance, this. We'll see that picture in a moment. Can we see that lovely picture, Stu, with we're going to see a picture in the minute there. Look at this.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that is just the dream garden. A beautiful archway, shell pink flowers, that lovely pathway of lavender walking through there, the fragrance you'll get from the rose, the fragrance you get from the lavender. It's just beautiful. 530185 is the item number. It is an award winner. It's got the RHS Award of Garden Merit and it won World's Favourite Rose in 1997 as well. So a double award-winning rose there. $14.44 is your discount club price. For those of you who are watching today and you have not yet joined our club, I would like to show you this piece of film that shows you exactly why you should be.
If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member, and that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club.
So there you go. Honestly, there are amazing reasons to join the club, if not just for the fact that you're going to save 15% on every single order that you make from us here, you know, at YouGarden. You will save a lot of money, plus you get all of those vouchers as well. It's brilliant. Love it. So glad I became a member. Right, we are going to move on. I've seen your comments, by the way, on YouTube about the Blackberry Cascade, so let's address it right now. Comments about it's growing a bit bigger, so we need to take that away, basically. So apologies, I don't have an answer for you, but we will take it back to our growing team and to the head gardener, and we will see what we can find out for you. It's certainly supposed to be more compact. Obviously, it is thornless, which is one of the amazing benefits. But we will go and we will ask those questions, and we'll see what we can find out. Okay. So yeah, tune back in. I don't know if we'll get the answer by Sunday, but certainly we will get on that and see what we can find out for you. Okay. Moving on to the heavy-duty pots, we've got the 30 litres. These are the 4 40-centimetre ones. 130011 is the item number. How many heavy-duty pots have you got? Not that it's a competition or anything, but it's interesting to know, because once you've got one and you understand how good they are, you all of a sudden realise you need more of them.
There was a lady, it might be a lady called Anne, on TikTok yesterday.
Anna, she
She's
got
got
52 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
yeah.
got loads of them.
Yeah.
She wins.
Wow.
So far.
Hands down.
Yeah, I mean, look, they are handy, they are brilliant, they're fantastic for growing pretty much everything in. I've got so many different things growing in there, but I also use them for a few other things. Like I use them for the recycling in the utility room. Simon, who hasn't been in the chat, I think he was going on holiday or something, wasn't he? He uses one for a laundry basket. Stu found a new use for them the other night. He launched fireworks from them. Was that for Elliot's birthday? A little bit of dirt in the bottom, put your fireworks, you can launch your fireworks from them. Brilliant.
Well, it would be that time, wouldn't it? Not too distant future. We're heading that way. So, but these are tough as well. I mean, these handles are so well fixed on these. You can see they're like white knuckles that I'm pulling these handles so much.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, you might have seen some of the videos that where I've been bashing these with a spade. I mean, literally, I kind of, well, look, I mean, on the corner of this bench here. So, yeah, like, you can kind of really give them some. Look, like we've both. Oh, I feel better for that. Do you?
I felt really good.
That's good.
If somebody just tuned in at that point,
Think, what?
Can you imagine if they literally just switched on and saw you and I just like.
So what's going on there? Those two have lost it. But look, I mean. No problem at all. They're not dented. They're not squashed. They're not deformed. They're as good as they've ever been. Also, drainage holes in the side. You've got massive drainage holes in the side, as you can see there. But also, you've got these little drainage holes at the bottom as well. But they're raised up in these kind of grooves. So if I sit this on the table here, you can see, if you imagine if that was on the ground all the time, because those drainage holes are raised up under there, they're never going to get blocked up.
Yeah.
So you've always got that perfect drainage, and that's not such a worry during the summer, but in the winter, if those drainage holes were to get blocked, that could fill up with water, and your plant would just rot off. It would die. So everything's been thought about with these. They're UV stable, by the way, as well, so they're not going to go brittle. They're not going to sort of fall apart eventually. Obviously, they're frost hardy or frost tolerant. But yeah, you'll find so many uses for these. In fact, what Shaun's doing there, I've got probably about a dozen of these now. And we use them at work when we do jobs and people at the end ask us to put mulch down, like bark or gravel or stones. It's not always easy to wheelbarrow through, especially if it's a planted area, because you can't push a wheelbarrow wheel through. So we get the big dumpy bags of compost or whatever, we fill these up, and then we just decant it from these in between the plants. So you'll find all sorts of uses for these. Besides the obvious, which is growing fantastic plants in.
Oh, Amanda's got 34. You're doing well, Amanda. That's a really good number. 130011 is the item number. Those break down to £4.25 per pot, and there is no postage to pay on those. If you love your heavy-duty pots, I think that by watching your YGTV and being a club member is the best price you're going to get on these by anywhere that we, bring these to you. So I think watching YGTV and being a club member is the way you're going to get them for the best price. We're moving on next. We have got the twin pack of the tower pots. So we've got one down there. That's one that's been planted up. Oh my word, we need to help this.
That needs a bit of training in now, doesn't it?
Needs a bit of training in. This one has been planted up with the Trachyospermum star jasmine, so I'm just going to help that to wind its way through. As those stems start to grow, all we do is we can get our hands in because the holes are big enough. And I'm using Adam's technique here. We're making it snake rather than going straight up.
That's it. We're restricting the sap.
Because then it'll restrict the sap. It'll stress the plant. Look, this one here.
Because if you let it go just straight up, then you might get flowers towards the top of the stem.
So I'm going to go back this way.
You won't get flowers all the way down. So just kind of restricting it a little bit. Yeah, we need to do a bit of work on that one.
Yeah. There you go. I've done a couple of them.
The great thing about these as well, these come in 4 sections. So obviously you have the base there, which will give you up to, 30 litres of planting capacity. And then it comes in 3 sections on the top, which you can just clip together. You can clip it together all in one go if you want it to, or you can do it in sections.
Plant your plant first, though. Don't make the sound.
Yeah, definitely.
I've done it before. I've put it all together and then gone, oh.
Yeah.
I need to take it apart now to put the plant in.
But
like a fool.
The nice thing about this is even with nothing in it, It looks good. It looks nice. You know, some. You're right. Do you want me to do you want me to do that, Bex?
I can't do it.
I'll come round and do that. I'll walk round and do it because you.
I really want to fix it now.
You don't want to mess your. You already got your dodgy shoulder, so you don't want to.
It
kind
is
of, excuse
really
me as I walk in front of
and
everybody.
it's really sturdy. Thank you. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you, Adam.
So I couldn't. I wouldn't lift it from the other side because I don't want to strain my back leaning over.
That would have pulled my back,
so
wouldn't it? I would have damaged myself.
That was a good way of doing it.
Thank you. Right,
there you
carry on.
go. So yeah, it comes in these 3 sections, but even when there's nothing in it, like I was saying a moment ago, it looks gorgeous. You know, some pots with supports, they look ugly, and sometimes they're a bit flimsy, and there's not much for the plant to grip on. But Bex is showing you there. This has got such a gorgeous surface area to it that there's just so much opportunity for those climbing plants to grip on.
Yeah,
which is
it
good.
really is, honestly. I mean, you have to give them a little helping hand like I'm doing with this one. And I'm making the plant snake its way up, so I'm stressing it slightly. I'm making it do this rather than just going round in circles or straight up. But this is how you get the best display from it. And I love the fact that you get a 360-degree display.
That's the good thing about it.
So as this is growing, every angle that I look at this plant from, I'm going to get the best view of it. It works brilliantly for Wisteria Amethyst Falls. I wouldn't necessarily go for the more vigorous Wisterias in here.
No.
But the Amethyst Falls, absolutely fine.
And loads of things. I think some people said this year they were going to grow some squashes. They're little kind of small varieties of squash, kind of in one of these. Sweet peas, black-eyed Susie.
Oh, I've done that Thunbergia this year.
Yeah,
I've got those growing.
So many climbing plants that you could grow in here. Again, this is UV stable as well, so it's not going to go brittle. It's not going to kind of break down in the sunlight. At Christmas time, you could even put little fairy lights and stuff
that's
around
what
these.
I'm going to do with mine.
Yeah.
So the Thunbergias I've got growing in. Obviously, they're annual, so they'll disappear in a month or so. And then I'm going to put stones in the bottom, and then give it some weight, and then I'm going to put Christmas lights on it.
Yeah, just looks great. I love what you're doing there,
All right,
Bex.
Stu's telling me off. We have to move on.
It's quite therapeutic.
I love it. It's one of my favourite jobs to do. I've got to finish the job, Stu. Tell me what I'm doing next, and I'll talk about it. What did you say?
I'll look with this one bit here.
We need to go do the bulbs, and we've got to finish with the pink hibiscus because it's really popular, and we've only got 10 minutes left. Done.
Right.
Moving on.
Moving on. We're
Moving
done.
on.
So
Moving.
So.
Going.
Bulbs. Where's that bulb? Where's the
I don't know. You put it there.
Did I?
Tulip Crystal Beauty. We've got for you. So we've got the beauty. Well, we've got a few bulbs to show you now, and this one is called Crystal Beauty. Perfect tulip goblet shape.
It is your quintessential perfect red tulip. This sort of April, May planting. No,
plant it.
Flowering. November planting.
Don't plant them too early. Make sure you wait until about November to plant your tulips, but get them now before they sell out, okay?
Look at the edges as well. It's almost got this...
Fimbriata.
Yeah, that's it. Those kind of like beautiful fimbriata edges that somebody's gone on with those little kind of shears and given it those perfect look. Really healthy foliage on these as well. These make great cut flowers if you want to get an extra pack that's cut flowers as well, but they just look stunningly gorgeous in the garden. And tulips, they last a long, long time. Some of mine have stayed in flower for about 3 or 4 weeks this year before the petals dropped.
Amazing.
Longer than daffodils even. So pack of those, beds and borders, pots or containers, just looks stunning.
600475 is the item number if you want to go for the Crystal Beauty bulbs at £10.19, your discount club price. Next up, we've got hyacinths. Now, I grew hyacinths this year and they were so fragrant. I absolutely adored them. They were really beautiful. And I'm pretty sure it was the mixed hyacinths I got as well.
They're my fave. I love hyacinths. Late winter, springtime, when these come up and they're in these fantastic range of colours, and that's what's good. The colour range is glorious on these, and the fragrance is fantastic as well.
Your 630034 is the item number. It is a pack of 12 bulbs you're getting. Ignore that 15, it's 12, apologies. And it's £11.04, the discount club price on that one. Next up, we've got the Allium Purple Sensation. Of course, they are in the mixed collection, but these are the classic alliums.
Yep.
So you can still go for that. You'll get a few of the Purple Sensation in here, but you can go for this as well and add more of those Purple Sensations sensations in there. I like the fact that these work in lots of different gardens. So I think even if you've got a, cottage garden style garden,
or even a contemporary
garden, this works in both.
And these are the ones, again, you see at the Chelsea Flower Show, because that's about the time of year they flower. Lovely upright stems, can be 60, 70 centimetres tall. These great big heads of flower, kind of almost anything up to like tennis ball sizes, between...
Really good size.
Yeah, really beautiful. Masses of deep purple flowers. Loved by the pollinators, by the way. Good for really open, sunny, well-drained positions. They do very well on poor soils as well. Great container plants. 25 bulbs for £10.19.
I know.
That's pretty damn good.
That's a picture of my wisteria in a tower pot. Stu's like, everything's breaking. But that's my tower pot with my wisteria, or one of them with a wisteria growing in it, the Amethyst Falls. He was trying to play a clip, I think, of alliums. Pollinators absolutely adore these as well, but because each ball of flowers is made up of hundreds of flowers, the bees just hop from one to the next to the next. They spend ages on those ones. 25 bulbs included in that pack. And one thing that I know Adam was pointing out the other day, these are quality bulbs. There is nothing squishy.
No smell.
There is no smell to them. They are, good, top quality bulbs that you're getting there. So you can plant those any time from, you can start in September, can't you? Planting your spring bulbs quite happily, and then you will get these gorgeous displays. Those are the flowers just starting to open up, and you can see how they're then turning into, and they will form that ball of flower.
Oh, that lifts my heart seeing that video.
I know. We're not even in winter yet, and you're already like... Oh.
Yeah, no, but it's things like this that get me through. It's the hope of things like this for, if you somebody who hates winter and autumn and stuff, planting bulbs is just such kind of soul lifters, really, because you put them in and you're going to get that display. Because like with the narcissus, for example, what you've got in any bulb, what you're talking about, whether it's alliums, whether it's crocus, whether it's snowdrops, the flower is already in the middle of the bulb. You've already got that embryonic flower in the middle there. So when you plant them, you're guaranteed to get results like this.
600122 is the item number. You're getting 25 bulbs and it's £10.19 your discounted club price and delivered price. Use the code because that's how you get your free postage. We've got the Narcissus next, which is the miniature mixed. You are getting a lot in here, aren't you? Yeah, 25 of those beautiful bulbs. Again, solid, firm, nothing stinky about those at all. And this is the mixed varieties. So to give you an idea, this is the kind of selection that you'll be getting. So you'll be getting some of the smaller doubles. You get all sorts in there, won't you?
See, up till last year, I was not a fan of mixed daffodils.
No?
I would never buy bags of mixed daffodils. And then last year, I had to make a video for another company I do work for, and I just dashed down to the town. I grabbed this really cheap bag of mixed daffodils, and I was going to bin them afterwards because I didn't want to plant them, but I planted them, and I'm a convert. And I'll tell you for why, Bex, because I planted this bag of mixed daffodils, and rather than just having one variety that came and went in a short period, I had different types that flowered.
Different times coming
different
up.
times.
Oh, nice.
And it was about 4 or 5 weeks that these different daffodils went on for. So that's what I like about the mixed ones. You get the different heights, you get the different features, and as one kind of variety goes over, you can just deadhead, and then another variety kicks in. So go for these. Again, really gorgeous sized bulbs. These are big, chunky bulbs in there. Yeah, I mean, these are kind of the size of shallots, or even bigger. Solid as well, those bulbs. There's no mustiness, there's no mould or mildew on them. Get these in the ground. These are guaranteed to flower for you next year, and you can plant daffodils practically anywhere. I mean, you can plant them under your bed pretty much and they'll grow. So they are really, really good, and you've got all those, say, gorgeous different varieties in that mix for you.
600317 is the item number. You're getting 25 of those Narcissus mixed miniature bulbs included. We've also got the, little bit different for you. We've got the Hypoestes philisticea, also known as the polka dot plant or the super pink. It's a house plant, okay? So this is to give you just an idea of, we've got a whole range of house plants. This is one of the most beautiful ones. The foliage colour that you get on these is incredible.
I love these.
Yeah, I think they're really cute.
I remember that, when I left school years ago. My second job after leaving school, I worked for a company called Texas Home Care. Some of you might remember them. I was in charge of the plant house, and I remember these back then, and they're beautiful. They're a lovely little house plant. They're good for shade. They're good for kind of dappled shade in the house. They're great for terrariums, bottle gardens, those kind of things. They get to about sort of 6-7 inches tall, and all the way through the year. Look at that. Look at the beautiful polka dot, the different sort of coloration on there. And depending on the amount of light they get, they can change. They can be more pink, they can be more green, but you always get that lovely kind of mottled look. So as we kind of head into autumn and we're thinking about, you know, colour reducing outside, if you want to increase colour indoors, go for 3 of these. They're lovely. Easy, long-lived and beautiful.
They really are. I mean, I had these in my house, and I think that they are really, really pretty ones. Now, the pink flowers that you get in summertime are stunning, and all I would recommend on this is to give it a little bit of a prune. Just give it a little bit of shape, because sometimes it can just get a little bit leggy. So if you give it a prune back every now and then, what it does is it encourages the branching and keeps it looking nice and bushy. But the foliage colour that you get on it is just stunning, so it's well worth doing it.
They look good in terrariums, don't they?
Yes,
they do well in those.
Yeah,
they love that kind of humid atmosphere.
I had mine in the bathroom. That's where I kept mine. Keep them regularly watered because they do like moisture. 800-330 is the item number if you want to go for the super pinks or the Hypoestes Philistica. We're going to end, I think, on the Lunar Rose, this beautiful hibiscus, saving £8 here, down to £18.69. Oh, I've just been hearing you're going nuts for the strulch and mulch and stuff as well. So everyone's sort of thinking about that. So if you want to grab hold of some of that as well, go for it. But Adam, yeah, this one is just a beauty.
Look at this. I mean, this looks like the kind of hibiscus you'd see on holiday somewhere if you went to Florida or the Mediterranean. But the good news is you can grow this in the UK. Apparently, this can be hardy down to -10 degrees centigrade. These are huge. I mean, this is like
such a big.
Yeah, I mean, hand-sized flowers on there. And look at that. That is. It looks like sort of the hibiscus you see flowering in Hawaii or somewhere like that.
I think that's so pretty.
We're at the end of August now, and even going into September, there are so many buds still on this plant. There's some big buds here. These will be flowering imminently, but on this branch here, there's some really, really tiny little buds. These will be flowering in another 2 or 3 weeks' time. So I think this could flower all the way through September, perhaps even into early October.
511693 if you would like to go for the Lunar Rose hibiscus. It is just £18.69 as your delivered club price. A stunner, that one. Great in pots and containers, doesn't get too big, but just the most outstanding flowers for you. Just one quick reminder, please, for you on the beautiful tower pot. And it is the twin pack of the tower pot as well, so you would get 2 of these. Obviously this one's a pre-planted one. Yours won't come with plants in. You've got to choose which plants you're going to put in there, but it comes with the pot and the 3 trellis parts that you then click together. It's been in there 3 months. That was a 2-litre jasmine, and you can see all the new growth that's come on there. Honestly, they're brilliant. 360-degree display. Not a 30-degree display. 360-degree display. They're made of frost-resistant, UV-stable plastic, and they are quite lightweight and easy to move around the garden, even when they've got the, the plant and the actual compost in there as well. It's a twin pack. You will get both. £29.73. What? £15 each. That's brilliant. Right, we are going. Adam's disappearing. You're back at some point next week.
I am. Yeah, I can't remember when, but yeah.
Adam will be back soon. I'll be back this afternoon on TikTok. We'll be back live on YGTV on Sunday morning as well. So enjoy your afternoon. Hope the rain comes to you very soon, because we're all looking forward to it, aren't we? And we'll see you soon.
Take
Lots
care.
of love to you all.
Bye.